What's going on? I'm Nando.
And I'm DJ.
And I'm like totally Diggins.
And this is Mostly Nitpicking, a podcast where every week we pick apart a piece of pop culture by looking exclusively at the details. Woo-hoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
So I'm not sure which one DJ is.
I'm not either.
I think I know what Diggins is going for. TJ, was this another week where you accidentally watched a sexy version of the movie on like your hotel, like you on a hotel and then showed Superman and you were like, oh, Superman XXX, that's a good way to
watch the porn. Watch the porn parody.
I thought we were doing Superman, but like the A is like kind of shaped like a peen. Like, you know, it's like Superman.
Is that what it is?
But it's like,
that would be a way to do it, I guess. Yeah, and I feel like I feel like the S would be a peen, right? Because then you have a big peen on his like logo would be that. Yeah, that'd be the best way to do it.
Yeah, but it's about the title of the movie. Like, obviously, it's got the peen on the logo. Like, come on now. But you know, we got to be clear.
And I mean, there's one plot point in this movie that definitely turns out to be true in that version.
That's true. And I love that about it.
Well, this is going to be an awkward podcast.
Yeah, we're talking about Superman. Well, I mean, listen, Superman 2025 brings out a lot in people. It brings out a lot of feelings, you know, a lot of thoughts. So we'll see which. For us, those are all apparently related to DJ Sexy Voice Lady.
Some are sexy. Look, some of these feelings are sexy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should be able to, you know, people said, you know, Snyder's Superman, oh, he's too, like, ripped, it's like going to the gym. And it's like, oh, you know, this new Superman, you know, he's kind of ignorant and boyish. But I want, you know, a sexy Superman. And I don't mean, like attractive or looking. Like, I want a Superman who just, you know, wants to fuck. That's what I want.
A Superman who fucks.
Yeah. I feel like that Smallville show, right? He had a lot of, like, kind of girlfriends and stuff and, like,
yeah,
that
was Superman sucks.
Yeah, so
it's 2025. I'm tired of my superheroes being loveless. You know, just big muscle men. Although now that I evaluate what happened in the movie that I certainly watched, I think the Superman does fuck.
Sure.
We'll
get to it. Maybe that'll come up on some sort of device to. You know, help flow the conversation of the podcast. But
who can say what that device might be?
It's impossible to know. Until then, so we're talking about Superman, but first we got to get to the news of the week. What a week for news! I had tabs open with the news and I deleted them. Does anybody else have any news? DJ, got any news?
Yeah, we're going to talk about how that new Destiny expansion, you get to kill JFK or something like that.
What happened with that? Okay, so
now
JFK.
Here's an important question.
Yeah,
get to or have to?
Good question.
To be clear, I don't think as the player character you get to kill JFK. It does seem though, and I want to go too big into Destiny lore, but it seems like the main antagonist of this expansion may have had an involvement in JFK's assassination.
I see. Now, is this like when Godzilla 2014 casually revealed that Godzilla caused the Spanish-American War?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. I see. So what I can't tell about this one is, so the game hasn't come out yet. Well, it will have by the time you're listening to this. So maybe you all know by now that you get to kill JFK, but we're working with pre-release information. So in the collector's edition of the game, there is something that's referred to as the incident. And the way that this game works is that there's time travel. Ooh. And it's like alluding to events in the 1960s where the Department of External Observation seems like they may have made contact with some of like the aliens that exist in Destiny that are referred to as the Nine. They're like a bunch of like space gods who kind of like control a bunch of shit. And it seems like one of them was involved in President Kennedy's assassination. So, you know, here's the quote. This is from like in-game lore. After extensive review of the materials recovered from the blank incident,
read it like Peter Dinklage. Bored.
Oh
yeah. Be really bored.
Original guy.
Right. After extensive review of the materials recovered from the incident, I can find no conclusive link between the weaponry and energy sources present at the incident and the evidence from the scene of President Kennedy's assassination.
So he didn't do it.
Yeah, that sounds like they're not involved.
That's the cover-up. So then there's a follow-up, and it's...
Oh, okay.
As Blank testifies, both imaging and physical examination of the brain revealed extensive disruption of the tissue. While this is expected from a gunshot wound, closer examination by our department revealed subtle patterns in the disruption. Redacted and Redacted concur that the pattern is indicative of tissue being pulled towards the projectile as it has passed through the skull before it was pushed outward again. This is unusual behavior. So there's a gun in Destiny called the Graviton Lance that shoots little black holes, and it seems like this gun might have been the gun used to assassinate Kennedy. And it explains like the 2 bullets thing, and it seems that Destiny is gonna make in their universe their like NPC now like villains be responsible for the assassination of JFK.
Now, have the Destiny theorizers considered that sort of pulling and then pushing behavior could also be explained by Magneto's involvement?
Oh my god,
that's true. I'm just wondering, has Destiny ever done this before?
No, this is uncharted
Killed
territory.
JFK?
Well, I got it into like the current day. Like I feel like Destiny
Like were they involved in Abraham Lincoln too?
Right, or 9/11 or something. Like I feel like the Destiny verse always felt like it was in like the year 50 billion BC or AD, and we'll never even kind of recognize anything. But the fact that they're like killing JFK, I guess because he did space race stuff. And like he was getting too close to the secret.
And that's what he made contact with them, and they were mad about it.
Oh,
right, because there are wizards on the moon, right?
There are wizards on the moon. Yeah. Wait, so hold on. So he knew about the aliens, and they shot him with a gravity gun. Who shot him? Is anybody? Did they give it to Lee Harvey Oswald?
Yeah, they gave Lee Harvey Oswald the Graviton Lance.
Lee Harvey Oswald is actually one of the 9, it turns out.
Possibly. We know he. Well, I guess he got killed by Jack Ruby or something. Is he also part of a different, like the Vex or one of the other factions?
Yeah, there's just all aliens warring with each other to kill JFK.
Huh.
I get your point, Nando. I mean, I will say Destiny has the well, like obviously alternate reality problem, but like they do the very cute thing where like humanity makes contact with the Traveler in the year 2014, the year the game released.
Oh,
so
okay,
right. So it actually might not be that far in the future, right?
Yeah.
I think people have theorized it could be around the year like 2300. So, for them, JFK's assassination was only a few hundred years ago.
Space gotta be pretty boring if they're fucking going back and doing Kennedy assassination stuff in 2200, because it's pretty boring now. And imagine it can't even be worse. Are they gonna? So this isn't. But you're not gonna probably not play this level like in those levels.
No, it seems like there's just gonna be lore attached to it, right? Like it will be nothing to do with the story. But this is true of every Destiny thing: is that there's lore that they just put in the game that you read to help flesh out the universe, but you could just ignore it and it not matter.
I think they should release a level where you have to kill JFK.
I think
that's a pretty bold take. Yeah, go ahead, Nando.
I think they should release the flight logs, personally. They've got them. I want to see if the Traveler or the Speaker or whatever the fuck, Hammer Man or whatever, if they were on the flight logs. To Jeffrey Epstein.
It's a great question,
people that
actually.
are confused because we don't talk about him anymore because they told us not to. I'm just curious, because it's very interesting news. And I'd have to assume at least one alien, even if by accident, ended up on the flight logs.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Jeffrey Epstein was an alien. That's how he didn't kill himself.
That's true. Did we check if the gravity of him was reversed? That would explain the minute of that stupid tape that they edited or whatever.
See, that'd be a bold...
being visited by the aliens.
Yeah, a bunch of guys, big giant halo guys come in, throw a bunch of grenades.
See, that would have been a bold choice by the Destiny writers. How do you get there? How do you get to? It's like, hey, all right, we're gonna do an expansion where it's kind of like there's like time travel, or you're going back and forth, and it's called like Edge of Fate, and like the idea, it's like, oh, you probably can't control your fate or whatever, but we're gonna have it take place in 1960, like the before time, and then we're gonna have our guys were responsible for JFK's assassination. Like that feels so batshit.
They probably watched that scene of that season of Umbrella Academy where they did that, and they were like, "Oh, I got an idea," and they forgot that was actually from Umbrella Academy season 2.
Every fictional guy's got to be responsible for JFK's death.
Yeah,
right. It's just like a big conspiracy theory thing, DJ. Like how aliens always used to have Elvis.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like. What's your favorite JFK assassination in pop culture thing? The Magneto one's good.
The Magneto one is really good.
I feel like I'm a pretty big fan of Zoolander, and I like that models killed JFK. The movie Zoolander. Yeah, and he's going through the conspiracies, and he's like, "Wait, was Lee Harvey Oswald a model?" And he says, "No, but those two lookers on the grassy knoll were." And then there's two models that killed JFK for some reason. We don't know why, but yeah, I feel like, we did a whole season on conspiracies back in the day, but like, there's something special about the JFK assassination.
Mm-hmm. People love to speculate about it.
What about Watchmen? Wasn't it the comedian killed JFK in Watchmen?
That's a good one. JFK.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. What about you, Diggins? What's your favorite JFK assassination?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna look up a list.
There are many options, as you have suggested.
We've listed a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the ones I thought of, unfortunately. But I'm trying to remember what other ones.
What's like
have happened that I think are funny?
Apparently. This is one in Superman Red Son. Speaking of Superman, Nixon wins the 1960 election, and he is the one who is assassinated in Dallas instead of Kennedy, who in this timeline marries Marilyn Monroe and does not become president until the 70s.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Also,
the same article
DC
you
Comics,
Nando.
In the Crime Syndicate, which is, spoiler alert, a bunch of villains from a different universe. Not that this will be important, one of them being Ultraman, an evil version of Superman. Relevant. Yeah, irrelevant. Kennedy is portrayed as a dictator who is killed by a teenage Ultraman. So, that's something, isn't it?
Good for him.
Yeah.
Apparently, in the 1990 Captain America movie, Red Skull killed JFK.
That sounds like something he would do.
Yeah.
He's a real big jerk.
One.
Red Skull, no good. Yes,
yeah. I was on board with all that stuff until that happened. Then I'm like, no, thank you. Apparently, Kennedy's assassination is referenced in the National Treasure Book of Secrets movie, but it doesn't say how. It just says that it happened. So that's interesting. We love that. Oh yeah, and Bucky Barnes killed him in the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So many people have killed him over the years. It's really Destiny's just taking part in a grand tradition.
That's true.
Man, there was a whole Bones episode on this.
Bones has a lot of stuff, man. Bones gets weird. I was talking to Bones about somebody with Bones the other day. Apparently, in one
you were
episode
talking
of
to Bones.
I was talking to Bones. I wish. Oh, if only. Bones is the woman, right? I think the one that's like Zoe Deschanel's cousin or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched Bones. David Boreanaz, though, is not Bones, but he, I believe, is gonna he's gonna give a he's gonna do sperm donation or something. I think it's because he wants to have a kid, so it might be fertility testing. And he goes into the room. This is something that happened in Bones. Goes into the room, and then on a TV, because I guess you could watch stuff in the room, Stewie comes on from Family Guy and talks to him, and he hallucinates a conversation with Stewie. I assume because he's like scared of being a dad, but also because they're both on Fox and they've crossed over. So Stewie was in Bones, for anybody that's confused. Anybody was like, I don't think Stewie was in Bones. He was. He was.
I was about to say Stewie wasn't in Bones, but you proved me wrong. So
yeah, he was.
That shows me.
If anybody needs any proof, go to YouTube, search Stewie in Bones, and you'll find it. It's the video that I watched yesterday. Not a huge internet meme video, only 70,000 views, but we can crank that number up.
70,001, baby. I'm gonna watch this right now.
Stewie was in Bones.
Can I talk about this real quick? Because I'm fascinated by this. So apparently there was an episode of Bones where they have to identify the cause of death on a highly classified skeleton that they learn is JFK. But then they're like, wait, this man suffered from a bone disorder that JFK never had. And it's like, oh, apparently the skeleton isn't JFK. So the whole episode is about getting the skeleton of JFK to only learn they didn't get the skeleton of JFK. The fuck was this show?
Sounds pretty cool.
Whose skeleton did they have?
Then some guys who was shot in the head. It was just some other person who had some mysterious shot in the head. Oh my god, this show sounds amazing. Maybe I want to binge Bones now. Fuck my job.
There's a lot of Bones, so you're gonna have plenty of
that'll keep you busy.
Bones to watch.
Too many Bones.
And I mean, listen, people loved it. It went for a while. Maybe it's great. Maybe the will they, won't they of the Bones, non-Bones, whatever his name is, Dave Boreanaz's relationship will suck you in and you'll be like a humongous fan. I don't know. I've never watched it, but I've heard that it is quite popular. But yeah, so that's the Kennedy assassination. Now we got that out of the way. What's up, DJ? You watching Stewie and Bones? He's there.
I doubted, but he's there.
And he's there. He's in Bones.
Okay, I'm done. Everyone should watch this. This is fucking crazy. Literally,
put a note.
Just go to YouTube. It's Stewie and Bones.
Stewie and Bones. I'll remember to put that in the notes. Find the YouTube link. This and Bones.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
What else we got, Nando?
Speaking of babies that are not where you would expect them to be, and have are purposed for all kinds of purposes, really. We got to talk about this week's movie, 2025, James Gunn's Superman, not Legacy, different one. I like. What do you guys think of the title Superman Legacy? Do you think it would have been good for this? Yeah, I know it's kind of generic.
I see Superman.
I see the idea, but I prefer it. Yeah, It's just like, Superman. We're doing it over.
Yeah, it gets to the point.
Do you think they could have gotten away with the Superman?
But man, only if Gunn did that for all of them moving forward now.
That's his trademark. Is the
Yeah, well, we'll get to it because we got a lot to talk about.
We too.
And yeah, we're going to talk about Superman 2025, and we'll try not to. We'll do spoiler-ish free, and then spoilers, obviously. But then first, DJ, because you won the IMDb as in spelling bee most recently.
One seems strong to me.
Which one was it?
Jurassic Park. Remember? We did the Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we did Jurassic World
Park episode.
Yeah,
just like we said we would do.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we said we would do at the end of that other episode.
What's your guys' favorite dinosaur? Do you guys have a favorite?
Stegosaurus.
Why?
I always liked him as a kid. I like his little back sail things. I like his little spike tail. He's a cool guy.
He is cool. It's a good one to have as a favorite because you can usually find a toy of that in any package of dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's true.
What about you, DJ? Do you have a favorite dinosaur?
I was a pterodactyl kind of kid growing up.
Not a dinosaur, DJ.
Not a dinosaur. Yeah, I didn't want to bring this up.
Oh, really?
Kid DJ, yeah.
Pterosaurs and dinosaurs are related, but not the same thing.
Wow, brutal. I guess that makes sense. That's why. I bet my son knows this. I bet he is aware that pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs. He knows so much about dinosaurs. It's crazy.
Love dinosaurs.
It's crazy. If he can like name them, like I've learned about dinosaurs because of like my son and like dinosaur books. It's like so wild. Like what's like Diplodocus? I never heard of a Diplodocus. He's like, that's Diplodocus. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But to answer the question, I guess Triceratops are cool.
Triceratops are cool.
Yeah.
They are one of the dinosaurs featured in Megazord, which makes them pretty good, which is one thing. I'd say the one knock against Stegosaurus is it doesn't show up in Megazord.
That's fair.
Well, I think that's a knock against Megazord, personally.
That's a good point. Yeah. And maybe they did eventually. I mean, there have been so many Megazords and so many different themes for the Megazords. Mm-hmm. I bet at one point a Stegosaurus... It'd be a tough one to get into the Megazord, though. Maybe if Megazord had like a hat or like a weapon that was the Stegosaurus, like an axe.
But I feel like you could have like one of the hands be like the spiked tail as like a weapon. That's true.
Megazord. Let's see if this has ever happened. Stegosaurus. Dino Stegozord. Yeah, it's happened.
Okay.
So it's fine. It seems like there's two Zords, a Dragozord and a Stegozord. This was in the season Dino Thunder. So these two Zords would just mush together and make one bigger Zord. So
I see.
But oh my god. Dino Stegozord, Cephala, Power Punch, Diametro, Sawblade. Now this shit's fucking crazy. I'm gonna send you guys a link to what this thing is. This is what you would get if you asked me to draw it when I was 10. It's like, what's the next one going to be? This is what it would be. All right, this is Dino and whatever I just said. And this guy's got, I'm assuming, a shitload of dinosaurs attached to him. All those things that it was. All right, so there's the link to this guy. Man, Megazords, they used to be kind of normal, and now they're this.
Nando, what about you? What was your favorite?
Oh, I mean, like, I don't know. The Ankylosaurus was pretty cool, but it didn't make it into a Megazord either.
It's another one I learned about. Like, I didn't even know about Ankylosaurus.
That one
you didn't know about Ankylosaurus?
That's fun. What'd you say?
You didn't know about Ankylosaurus?
Yeah.
Also, I think it's Ankylosaurus.
I've never, yeah. Well, that's how we pronounce it, but they pronounced it Ankylosaurus. Like
I have to hear
the original Dinosaurian.
You guys have no idea. And I'm not complaining. I don't want to be one of those guys like, oh my god, my kid's so annoying. But it's like, just there are a lot of songs, and in the song they say Ankylosaurus. That's all I want to say.
That's good. I feel vindicated. But yeah, isn't this dinosaur crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's dinosaur.
Or this Megazord. There's a Megazord that's like flying, and even though it has wings, okay, listen. One of these days we'll talk about Power Rangers because it's pretty crazy. This one has wings, I would assume, or some sort of back fins. But it also has a goblin glider made of a different dinosaur. And one of its arms is just a big stick, which I don't think that's as useful as an arm. But, man, it really went for it.
Man, why are these so expensive on the secondary market? What the fuck?
Probably because they're old and they don't make them anymore.
Man, but like, it's a Megazord. It's fine.
I know. This is the thing, man. Like, the toys, you know, they used to make a ton of them. But then they made fewer. But then the things got popular. And now the toys are expensive.
Okay. There is a pterodactyl dinosaur.
Oh, of course there is.
Well, you just told me they aren't dinosaurs.
No, they're not dinosaurs. Right?
What are they?
Pterodons or pterosaurs or something. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
But they do show up in the dinosaur in the Megazord, obviously.
Yeah. I'm talking about like paleontologically,
the pink one.
DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I don't think Power Rangers is really making that distinction.
And if it was, the woolly mammoth would also break this logic.
Good point.
Because it is also not a dinosaur. But yeah.
Of course, a saber-tooth. Anyway.
In the saber-toothed cat, right. Yeah, the saber-toothed tiger. We didn't get a dinosaur. We got some dinosaur-like in this. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would have been cool if they pulled out a Megazord to fight it. But maybe in the next one, saving it for part 2.
Is there like Spider-Man? There's a Japanese Superman who uses a giant mech.
Probably. There's a bunch of different ones of those. I'm trying to think who has a big mech in DC. Batman has had mechs before. I don't know. They don't really have mech guys.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get it together. Because they have like guys who are like super geniuses, right? We've seen one of them in this movie.
Yeah,
that's right. But they're not like making big mechs as much as it seems like the guys in Marvel are.
So,
because
are they really geniuses then?
That's true. That's true. It's fun when Iron Man makes one because it almost always just falls over or something. Like it gets beat up in its one appearance and then we never see it again. That's the thing. It can't be that good. Otherwise, it would just be the Iron Man. You know, you just have a Hulkbuster all the time. But it's like kind of sucks. So, what's the point? That'd be funny though if he was like, "No, yeah, I'm just the big one now. I'm like the one that's the size of a building." I thought about it, and I could stop all the crime and Thanos and stuff if I'm this big instead. But speaking of crime and stopping it and stuff, DJ, let's talk about the IMDb B's and summary or spelling bee for this movie, Superman 2025.
Yeah, baby. It's time. The IMDb B's and summary, where my two is, well, we'll talk about it. But, you know, typically my two esteemed co-hosts have to guess the IMDb summary as made by IMDb.com. It'll be different this week, but we'll get to that. But before that, you're all wondering, how do they get the IMDb summaries on IMDb.com? And it's actually pretty amazing. Diggins, I think you'll love this. They actually use spice to do it. Yeah, what they do is they get all the different spices out, all of them. They get every spice. They get salt, they get tarragon.
Oh, I thought you meant the spice melange to see the future.
No,
that's what I thought you meant too.
We don't have that. That's fictional.
That makes sense.
No,
no. You got me.
Dill, sage, parsley, oregano, lemon pepper, garlic powder, onion powder.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all of them.
That's a lot.
That's every spice in the world.
Yeah, basil, maybe
basil. I have
mostly herbs. You said, but yeah.
What's cumin? Is that a spice?
Oh, that's good.
That comes up a lot.
Paprika.
Is there one that starts with a T that shows up a lot? Turmeric? Did you say
turmeric? That's a good one. Yeah. Turmeric. Oh, cardamom.
Yeah,
cardamom. That's a good one. So anyway, they put out all these spices, and what they do is they assign their spice sages, which is fun because they get a sage. I don't care that it's an herb. And what they do is they take the spice or herb, whatever, it doesn't matter, and they ritualistically smell and taste it, and it gives them a vision for the movie summary, and then they can write down the movie summary based on their spice vision.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Have you ever seen it? It's amazing. This guy just like, cinnamon. That's another one. They'll just like huff cinnamon and like just like in a cloud of dust, and then he'll just like write down the summary for Paddington 2.
Damn.
That makes something.
You know, enough
spice.
cinnamon will kill you.
Oh, enough of anything will kill you.
That's true.
Well, yes, but I think it's cinnamon that is very slightly poisonous.
Oh.
Or is it something else? Is it nutmeg? It might be nutmeg I'm thinking of.
I could see it.
One of the things you bake pies in.
Yeah, so don't eat too much pie.
I feel like I've heard this too. Like, you like paralyze you or something? I don't know.
You have to eat a lot, though. Like, way, way more than any person ever would.
You just go to you go, because I think, like, nutmeg's one of those that comes in a teeny tub. Like, cinnamon, you can buy a Costco-sized thing of cinnamon, but nutmeg, it's very teeny. Best spice, by the way, objectively, allspice. Because it's all of them.
Allspice?
I mean, that's false advertising, because it's only a few of them.
Wait, what the fuck is allspice?
You ever heard of allspice?
No.
Look up allspice. It's a real thing. She's used in like baking, things like apples. It's like apple pie. Allspice is used like a lot in.
Oh.
Yeah. Nando out here not knowing allspices, everyone.
Seems like bullshit.
And that's why this week he is penalized from playing the IMDb summary game. Like, I'd say it's 10% because he looked up the summary beforehand, but 90% because he doesn't know what allspice is.
Wait a second.
That's the real crime here.
Allspice is not just a mix of all the spices. It's like a different thing.
It's an actual spice. It's just a spice that they call allspice.
They shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's such bullshit. Seems like it's also called Jamaica pepper. Or
I mean, when you think about it, it's a marketing coup. Because you get people, they see the allspice and they're like, well, that's all the spice. I don't need anything else.
We have it.
I have this huge container of like a bunch of different spices, but if I have one of those with just all the spices, then I won't use as much.
Little do they know.
Used to mean something. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing.
I'll change when the Fire Nation attacked.
I thought this was something like the Everything Bagels, or just like all the stuff on an Everything Bagel, and you can put it on stuff.
That's
weird.
what they should have used in Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's like, it's the allspice.
The allspice, yeah. What's the best thing with all in it? The Allfather, I guess. So that's what I feel like I hear.
Obviously, the Allspark from Transformers.
The Allspark, yeah. Optimus Prime. He's got that. Remember they made that Transformers 1 movie and everyone was like, this is okay. Pretty good.
Yeah, including us.
Like, never
we liked
again. It. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the Superman. Yeah, so I can't do it because on an episode of the only podcast about movies this week, which I will plug later.
Which is this one.
Which is, well, that's in a different universe, so that one doesn't count. This one doesn't count for that.
Gotcha.
But for that one, I did hear what was the summary in that universe of the Superman movie. So I am taking myself out of this first round of competition. So Diggins has a free shot. Either he does a good job and he can win it right here, or he does a bad job. And then we go to tiebreakers. And that's all up to DJ.
I think we all know what DJ's going to pick, regardless of what I say.
We'll see.
I luckily I prepared a tiebreaker. I don't have a foolish, what are we going to do? But I will say this. So I'm going to give my typical hint. So Diggins is just for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty high level summary. It doesn't really get into anything plot specific, if that helps you. It's more of this kind of like, what Superman is like dealing with, right? It's not plot heavy. There's a phrase in here. I might give you a couple bites of the apple, but it's like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's like, something that kind of floats around Superman, but they tweak it just a bit, just a little bit of tweaking. And
I know what this one is.
Yeah, I'll see if you get
this got us a lot of this got a conversation on the other podcast. It does not work.
Right. It doesn't.
I feel like I know what the phrase might be, but I don't know how they change it.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. Well, Diggins, do your best. Do your best.
Okay. Superman. It's in a world that that often doesn't value kindness and compassion. Superman must stand, as he always does, must stand for truth, justice, and the way.
That's an interesting way to do it.
I think Diggins, and if Nando just like really ruined it, if he did his, you might have got it because you had half of it, and I was happy that you had half of it. You only had half, unfortunately. But I'm gonna read this now, and then we're gonna go to a sick tiebreaker. So I don't think you had this first part, but I think you had the back half. Mm-hmm. Superman must reconcile his alien Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as reporter Clark Kent. As the embodiment of truth, justice, and the human way, he soon finds himself in a world that views these as old-fashioned. So that's the part I think he kind of got. So truth, justice, and the human way.
Human way.
Human way.
I wonder why it's not the other way anymore.
I wonder.
I learned
because I watched the half in the back, the Red Letter Media for this. I learned that apparently there was a Superman comic where like to make it so it was truth, justice, the American way, that he was like born in America.
Oh yeah,
like he was not born until like the pod like landed or opened or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
It was bad. A lot of Superman comics are bad. Not like John Byrne, to be fair. He's a writer I do. He was trying something. I remembered this summary from like when they released the title of the movie. Do you guys not remember that sentence? Tries to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his upbringing on Earth. Like that, I feel like, yeah. This was something that like, for a while, this was all we had of this movie. And everybody's like, what the fuck does that mean?
What are we doing?
Yeah. And it feels like that's the title, or that's the tagline of a Superman legacy movie, because it's like legacy. But then James Gunn added 15 other plot points. And then it was like, we got to do other stuff. But
All
DJ,
right.
you have a tiebreaker?
Well,
there?
I do have a tiebreaker. All right, guys. So we got a big tentpole franchise movie. So I thought the only thing appropriate for today's tiebreaker would be the name game.
The name game.
The name game.
The name game. But
Good
it's a
gravy.
we have a different kind of name game, different flavor for you for this one.
Oh.
For this name game, I want you to just take a character from this that is in this movie, and I want you to give me an actor who portrayed that character in a different Superman movie or movie featuring Superman. Let me be very clear.
So like a reverse name game, kind of.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
And so no TV shows, no animated. It's got to be like feature film, and again, Superman movie or movie featuring Superman. You can extrapolate to what that means. And all the criteria is that character had to have been in this movie.
Okay.
So
try it. Yeah.
Yeah. So who decides who goes first?
I think it's up to you, I guess.
Well, I can't remember who lost last week because they would get to pick. Diggins lost last week, right?
I mean, lost is a strong word for it, but
great.
I was competing last week.
So you can decide.
I'll just go first with obviously the one we're all thinking. Lex Luthor was played by Kevin Spacey in Superman Returns.
Oh my God.
He was. That's true.
Ding, ding, ding. Nando to you. I figured this will be like Unfrosted where it'll go quick and then you guys are going to have to hold on to the back pocket, boys.
Can I do a Lex Luthor next?
Yeah.
Or one from that same? Okay.
Yeah.
So
There's no limit. You can do as many as you want.
Even though the movie would suggest he's the Riddler, Jesse Eisenberg also played Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman.
He did. He really did.
Yep.
All right. Diggins.
Well, let's keep going through those Lex Luthors, baby, because Gene Hackman played Lex Luthor in the Superman Christopher Reeve movies.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Nando?
I think we're out of Lex Luthors.
You're not.
We're not?
Are we out of Lex Luthors that any of us
you know
would
what? You're
possibly
right.
know?
There are other Lex Luthors. But I'll get off Lex Luthor for now while I figure out what that meant. I'll just say we'll do a Superman. Brandon Routh played Superman in Superman Returns.
That's true. He did.
Okay.
He did do a job.
I already said this out loud, so I'll just go with Christopher Reeve played Superman in Superman.
In Superman.
He
Right,
did play
Nando.
Superman in Superman. I'll say everyone's favorite one. # bringing back Henry Cavill played Superman in Man of Steel, and then a bunch of other ones
that he
nobody
did.
liked.
Diggins to
Some people
you.
liked.
I believe in the original serial films, that's Serial.
We
Yes.
counting those?
George Reeves played Superman.
Those didn't air on
Does that not count, DJ?
I don't know. It's not a feature, is it?
I mean,
that's the only one of those that we'll.
You
run
said
into,
movies. They're generally considered movies, but if you don't count that, I'll say something else.
yeah, I don't, because they're not. I don't know. They're not movies.
All right. I'll say something else.
We're starting with Superman 1978. I'll say that. So
All right. Well then, Amy Adams played Lois Lane in Man of Steel.
she sure did.
And then I will say, let's see, because now I'm kind of trying to maximize ones that Diggins will say next. So I'll say Lawrence Fishburne played Perry White in Man of Steel.
Good pull.
Very good. I did know that one. Margot Kidder played Lois Lane in Superman 1978.
Damn. I mean,
Okay.
you got it.
So these are characters that are in other Superman things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, let's see. I'm going to say Kevin Costner played Pa Kent in Man of Steel.
Nice.
Nice. I guess this is another thing that, the characters in the movie, Marlon Brando played Jor-El in Superman
Oh, that's a good one.
1978.
Yeah.
Very good.
Solid.
And then I will take Russell Crowe, played Jor-El in
Yep.
Man of Steel.
Pluck those off the board.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
God, what was her name? Can't remember her name. What other characters exist in this movie? If we say Green Lanterns, do they have to be Guy Gardner?
Yeah, and it had to be Guy Gardner, who, unless you're going to surprise me, is like...
All right. I'm sure there's at least one we haven't said that I could think of. It can't be over now.
No, surely not.
Can't. Oh my God, no. I have so many more.
DJ, again, I leave this up to you if this counts or not.
Okay.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played Crypto in DC League of Super Pets.
Great one.
Wow. Yeah. Now, I did say movies that Superman was in. He is in that movie.
He's in that movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna allow it.
Superman is in that movie, played by John Krasinski.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You give one, you take one.
Yeah. I don't think Lois Lane is in that movie. And if she does, fuck if I remember who played her.
Right?
Who plays but Luthor is. Who plays Luthor?
In what?
In that movie.
Oh, I don't know. Nobody knows.
It's impossible to say.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going into my mind palace.
Much like the Fortress of Solitude.
Much like the Fortress of Solitude, I'm going into my mind palace to think about who else has played people in movies.
It has to be one where at least Superman appears.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But they also have to be in this movie.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. I believe that there are henchmen in this movie, Luthor henchmen, who are supposed to be other people from the first movie, from the Christopher Reeve one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're going to have to...
There certainly are.
Do a little bit of...
I know the names of the characters.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to remember who played them in the original movie. Because when I was reading stuff about the movie, I remember seeing that. And I just have to remember who those actors were.
They were in some stuff.
What's his fucking name? Otis is played by Ned Beatty in Superman 1978.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Is that
Holy
right, DJ?
moly. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. And Otis is in this movie?
Otis is in this movie. He's the guy that's like, safety first, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Damn. All right. Hopefully Nando doesn't crush you.
He probably will.
Without a doubt.
There's one more of those, and he probably knows it.
I actually don't. I don't think I have any more from that movie. Although, if I really, really concentrate, I might be able to get one of them. But I'm gonna say Frank Langella played Perry White in Superman Returns.
Just need to verify that on my classic Superman Returns Wikipedia page.
That's a classic too. So you gotta make sure you verify it.
Can you do that one more time for Frank Langella's Perry White?
Yes.
Frank Langella. All right.
The fact that I've never seen Superman Returns is it's really dinging me here.
This is the only time too where, like, looking back, you're like, man, Superman Returns is okay. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, everyone's favorite Lex Luthor is in it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Like only when you look at like the morals, though. Like the acting.
Only the morals of the actor.
Yeah, then it's like obviously everyone's favorite.
Yeah. Man, I wish any of the Justice League people were in a movie I knew about.
Yeah, I'm hard pressed to think of a single one that was. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I just came up with one I really like.
Oh well, fucked. And even if I think of one, I'm still fucked.
I don't want to bring you there myself because that's probably cheating or something. But I feel like there's a character that just hasn't, he's in this movie and hasn't been talked about in any of the other movies that
DJ. You put a gun to my head and I couldn't tell you anyone who's played Jimmy Olsen before.
All right,
same. Fine. That one guy who gets shot in the beginning of that might be Superman. Everyone got mad about.
I don't believe we've said the Superman Returns Lois Lane.
We have not.
That is correct.
Good luck. Got it right here. Big OC fans, anybody?
Fuck.
I think that's what she's known for. I don't remember. I kind of know her only from this.
I don't know then. I thought it was someone more famous.
Nah, she's one of the ones who kind of like came and then just kind of went.
I mean, I feel like because Diggins, it seems maybe out, and Nando, you might have 7 more.
I do have exactly 7. Never mind. I crossed out Frank Langella. I have 6.
There's one that Diggins that I'm surprised you of all people have not said.
You can't say that. Then I feel it's stupid and insane.
It's just, because you wouldn't think about it, but if you dug deep in the Mind Palace, there's someone who you love, who you specifically love.
Does that count?
Yeah, sure. Right? Why wouldn't it count?
Why not?
Nick Cage plays Superman in that one scene in The Flash.
He really does.
He does.
He really, really does. And maybe that will open up other corners of the Mind Palace.
Hey!
Cool.
Okay, no,
I don't think it will.
Hold
on. I'm going to say, and this one, I wouldn't count this one as a spoiler. This one I would say is a cameo. There's another one that I kind of almost want to say because it's a spoiler, but I'm not gonna. But I will say, in a movie that we all love and remember called Wonder Woman 1984, Pedro Pascal plays Maxwell Lord, who in this movie is played by Sean Gunn.
Yeah, that's true.
Is Superman in that movie?
Oh, no,
he ain't.
Is he?
No.
Batman is, right? Or no?
No one is.
No,
it's
you're
all
right.
1984.
Okay, I'll take that back. I rescind my answer. I'm going to say Diane Keaton was the Ma Kent in the Man of Steel-verse. I believe.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
So, since the Flash counts, DJ, a horrible AI amalgamation of George Reeve played Superman in that one scene in the Flash.
That's true. Computer did play him. I don't know what we're counting as computer, but I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was in it.
All right, Nando, okay. You might be back in your heels now. It might be a problem.
Not even a little bit. I believe, I'm almost 100% sure, Channing Tatum played the Superman in the Lego movie.
Oh, that's true. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The Green Lantern is not Guy Gardner either.
No, it's Hal Jordan.
It's supposed to be Hal Jordan, yeah.
It just sucks because I know that is... I'm blanking on his name suddenly. Jonah... whatever.
Jonah and the Whale from Bible.
Jonah Hill.
That's right.
You said Channing Tatum was...
Channing Tatum, that's right. Yeah, Magic Mike, as you know him.
Very own.
Mm-hmm.
Because you love Magic Mike. It's a good movie.
All right, Diggins.
Diggins.
It's been volleyed back to you.
I dug in my brain the same place where Ned Beatty was.
Oh, good.
And I think it's like something. It's like Valerie something played Eve Teschmacher in Superman 1978. 1978.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking giving it to you. Valerie Perrine is ding, ding, ding. You're getting it.
Okay. Well, because I don't think he's going to get it, but I don't think he's definitely not going to get the other two of these. I'll give you Kate Bosworth. It's the actress that played Lois Lane in Superman.
Oh, yep. I never would have gotten that in a million years.
OC, but I'm not sure what else she does. I feel like she actually popped up in something kind of recently. I like her. I think she was an okay Lois Lane. Nah, she was pretty bad.
All right, Diggins.
Oh, she was in Blue Crush. Hell yeah. Remember that movie? Pretty cool.
I don't. What is Blue Crush?
There's one other person from the original Superman movie who hasn't been named who's in this movie, but
I know who it is. I can't think of her actress.
Okay, I got you.
And also, it'd be kind of a spoiler to say.
Well, she's not in the original Superman movie.
Yeah. Well, do you mean specifically 1978?
I do.
Oh, I don't know exactly what you mean then.
That's fine.
I used to know the name of the one you're thinking of, but I can't place it off the top of my head. It's a weird one because most people call it first name, last name, name of the character to describe the movie, but I can't remember. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. I got another one.
All right. Diggins.
I think my best chance is to take a real shot in the dark at the DC League of Super Pets Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah.
I looked it up. Go for it, man.
I feel like it's some kind of comedian because everyone in that movie was. And I believe they made him not white.
Brave.
Can I help him?
No. Okay. Well, give him the race.
I vote yes.
Can I
don't give him the race. No.
Don't give him the race then.
I remember thinking it was a weird choice.
Maybe I don't know this person's race.
I'm just going to say what's popping into my mind for some reason. I think he's in this movie in a different role, but whatever. Lex Luthor in the DC League of Super Pets was Harvey Guillen?
Unfortunately, no. It was, and I think this person is white, New Jersey's own Mark Maron.
It was
in the
weird.
DC League of Super Pets movie?
Yep.
If you say so.
It was weird. I was right about that.
That is weird.
Yeah. In that same year, he was in The Bad Guys.
That's true, as Snake.
Yep.
And he was Joker's producer who was like, shoot Joker, guys, or whatever they said in that movie. I don't remember. Nobody likes it.
Well,
wow.
I'm sorry, Diggins.
DJ's gotten things wrong and things like this so many times, and I let him take a second chance, but I guess that's not how it works now.
I mean, do you get second? Nando, you say one.
Sasha Calle was Supergirl in The Flash.
Fuck!
Yep. Assuming that character is in this movie, she is in there. The other
Wait, no, but that... Oh, no, it is Kara Zor-El, isn't it?
It is. Other ones I liked, the actor whose name is the same name as my last name, Mike Kelly, I believe, is the Lombard of the Man of Steel-verse, the guy from House of Cards. And I'm not positive about this. I think the Tessmacher in the Returns of Earth is Missy Pyle, but I don't remember that for sure. Also, I don't know if it's Otis, but one of his henchmen in that is Cal Penn, so I would have guessed Otis is Cal Penn.
So Cal Penn was in Superman Returns. He was Stanford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Different guy.
Question. Did you guys say Marlon Brando is Jor-El?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Diggins said that as his Jor-El.
I'm like, someone must have, because why haven't they said it? Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not Missy Pyle. I looked it up. Yeah. Parker Posey.
And, Jackie Cooper is Perry White in the OG Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got basically all of them, though. I'm actually really proud of Diggins for getting Ned Beatty and Valerie. So
What is her full name?
I looked this
Valerie
up today.
Perrine.
That's the only reason.
Well, it's good, but Diggins, I'm sorry you lost because I mean,
Who's the Supergirl from the Christopher Reeve movies? Because that's the one that was killing me.
Fucking, what is her name?
It's
like Jean something.
It's killing me because like it's something that comes up all the time. But this is the one where
Slater.
Helen
Slater. Yeah. Yes.
It's the one where you call it Helen Slater Supergirl. And obviously she was in The Flash, as we all remember.
Besides being in the Superman movies, yes.
Yeah.
And again, we're not saying whether or not Supergirl's in this movie.
Without even saying it, even if the makeup artist did tweet a picture. So
really?
That doesn't. Yeah, and like, listen, who cares? You know, it
yeah,
doesn't really matter. But also,
we know we're getting a Supergirl movie next year. Like,
yeah, it's the next one. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, Diggins, I'm sorry, but really, your crime was not being able to figure out truth, justice, and the human way.
My crime is that there is a conspiracy set against me. That you two have teamed up to decide that I'm never allowed to win these ever again.
Maybe you'll figure out next week when we do Jurassic World Dominion. You'll figure it out.
Wow.
That'll be a good one. I also had a name game queued up for that. If tiebreaker was going to be name game, but with Jurassic World Dominion. And then any Jurassic Park. Oh, no, it was just name actors in Jurassic Park movies. That was it.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That's all you would have had to do.
There's a lot of them, too.
Yeah, that would have went several rounds, I think. But, you know, we didn't do it, so no one will ever know. But, Nando, congratulations again.
Incredible.
You're such a winner. And then you get to tell us what you thought of Superman 2025.
Superman 2025.
Yeah, not 1978.
1978, it's okay. It gets kind of weird at the end. Listen, I've already talked about this a little bit on YouTube and now also that other podcast, which I believe is out. But also
we're getting his sloppy thirds.
We're getting sloppy thirds.
This is the least important thing that Nando does.
And I think, but we'll talk. We got a lot of things to nitpick and such. But I thought this movie was pretty good. I liked it, and I think it was fun. There were parts of it that were weird that I like. There's really like one part that I didn't really like, and a bunch of other parts that I think are going to age weird, and I don't know if they fully work. But overall, I think it was pretty good. I think David Cornsweet is pretty good. I think Rachel Brosnan is pretty good. I think Nicholas Hoult is incredible. And I think a lot of the other side actors and side characters are pretty good or incredible or whatever. I don't think anybody's doing a bad job. But I feel like they're not. I understand, because this isn't why Nicholas Hoult got paid more than David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan combined. It's because he's a bigger draw, but also he's such a good showing. Besides that, I don't know. I liked it. This was fun. That's all I got to say. We'll get into a lot of the specifics. What about you, Diggins? What did you think of Superman?
I really liked it. I thought it was great. Longtime listeners of this pod know that I am some weirdo freak who likes when movies are about something. And this movie's about things in a way that a lot of superhero and blockbuster movies aren't anymore. For example, Jurassic World. And I just felt like they really captured that sort of spirit. Like, I was a little worried when this was first announced that James Gunn does tend towards a more kind of like irreverent and like not necessarily cynical, but like satirical, I guess I would say, a style that I thought would work for Superman. But while this does have like really excellent comedic beats and like jokes and such that I would expect from him, I feel like overall he does capture the spirit of sort of like idealistic, like optimism and humanism, human way, some would say. That Superman like a good Superman story has. So I was really impressed with it. And also, I think we can all agree the romance between him and Lois Lane was a major part of the movie and was really good.
I mean, a major part of the first half of the movie, sure.
I would think that it motivated the actions of many characters in the second half of the movie, and we can all agree it was a big part of it.
I would say he was motivated by his parents in the Human Way, but, you know, the differences between Krypton and Human Way. But maybe...
I'm just saying, I think we can all agree that there was a lot of romance in this movie, and that it was an integral part of the whole story.
He's saying Superman fucks, and I agree.
I don't know about that.
We got 2 out of 3, Nando. 2 out of 3 people said it's true, so it's locked in. Roger, write that one down. Also, I agreed. Nicholas Hoult really killed it. Great Lex Luthor.
Such a good actor.
So, DJ, what did you think?
All right. You know, it's hard. All the takes are out there, right? Everyone's take are out there, and they're all right, except for the ones that are wrong. Okay, this is the best Superman movie of my lifetime. It's like literally in the time I've been alive on this earth, this is the best Superman movie to release, and that's because most of them have sucked.
Like, I was gonna say, it's really not saying a ton.
Yeah, that bar is incredibly low, right? So, like, okay, the Snyder Superman take was gritty and edgy and jacked up and bad, and I think this was an element of, like, in the mid 2000s, the Nolan Batman movies were such a success, and Warner Brothers just had to be like, just do that. You made the edgy Batman, now make the edgy Superman, and like, who do we get to do that? Zack Snyder, make him shredded, blah, blah, blah. You know, nothing. I don't have anything against Zack Snyder. He made a bad Superman. It's fine. Okay. So now, okay, we gotta redo it again. All right, what do we do? Hey, we got that guy. He did all those Guardians of Everyone's Loves. Get him to do Superman, and he'll do Superman. And he did his Superman while keeping the integrity of Superman, which I think is important. I liked not love this movie. But then the reason I don't love it is because there's just like very small minor parts that, you know, don't really matter. But I think, like, I don't like Superman movies. Like, I don't think I like Superman. That's fine. I think it's the best you could do with Superman in 2025. And, like, it's good. It's good. It's good that he made this movie because now he kind of gets to do whatever he wants in DC, like, while keeping the Warner Bros. Happy. Like, they're going to probably, like, put him in insurance. Like, you got to make a fucking Justice League movie for us by 2030. You have to do it. And it'll be like, yeah, I've already done half the work with this fucking movie. We got, like, 4 Justice League members in this movie. Just let me throw in the other ones. We'll be fine. You know, we'll cast them and we'll figure it out. And we could, you know, we'll just do a CGI Ezra Miller and make him some different guy now or whatever.
Oh, that'd be simple.
So I'm going on a tangent and I'll talk about other things, but I like this movie. I don't like Superman, and I like this movie. So that's probably means it's like a really, really good movie. So yeah, this is good. You know what, too? This is as close to a tight 90 as you could get with a Superman movie, because it's really like an hour 30, but like it's the spirit of a tight 90. Like, this movie lives in like the tight 90 universe.
Would you say it's paced well, like many movies are that are not 90 minutes?
Well, many is a stretch. I think some are. I think most are not.
Not many movies we do for this podcast, but many movies in general.
Yeah, I'm sure the good ones are. You know, I'm real worried about Fantastic Four, guys.
I've been for a while.
Well, I'm more now, and that movie's under 2 hours, and I'm worried. They've gone full court press with the marketing, and I'm like,
oh, as if this movie hasn't gone full court press with the marketing. There's a Superman button on my Roku now. I don't even know what it does.
Today felt kind of reactionary. I felt like they unloaded the clip today. It's like, here's 4 more teasers and a new trailer. Anyway, whatever.
If you press that button, Nando, David Corn Sweat actually shows up to your house.
They should let him.
And he personally pitches you on the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look
Can
at
we do
face.
other stuff if I've already seen it? Can I, like, hang out and just shoot the shit, you know?
I mean, that's kind of up to him, right? Like, if he likes your vibe.
I got one more thing. I love crypto. Crypto good. I love crypto. Because neither of you said it. So I'll say it. Crypto good. Love crypto. Crypto good.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I did like that they finally were true about what dogs are. like
yeah, but they're little
poorly
horrible
trained.
monsters.
Yeah, just jumping around on everybody.
I think
that Superman agrees too.
Listen, well, first of all, he saves that one dog from being stepped on. So we know Superman's opinion on dogs.
I would also save a dog from being stepped on, DJ. I don't want a dog to die.
But like, I think, certain attributes of Crypto may have something to do with him being a not well-trained dog. And then the results, there you go. Well-trained dogs, good dogs.
I like that he said he's a bad dog. I like that.
Yeah.
That felt really nice. And then in the interviews, they all said he's a bad dog. It's great.
Yeah. Right. Even Superman can admit it.
Well, I think what I'm getting from this group sharing of opinions is that DJ and Nando think certain countries are blameless and have never done anything wrong, and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can we do the "Is it woke" on the front end? Can we open with "Is it woke"?
I think the world has answered that question for us, DJ.
The world
it's a fun one when we
but
do
then
it for
it
a
made
movie.
money, so I haven't seen the grifters. I haven't seen their pitches for how it's
That's
woke or whatever.
true.
Yeah,
Because
Ben Shapiro did a picture where he did a big old thumbs down and was like, "I didn't like it."
yeah,
But
that's
I don't
true.
think he's
Ann
making a
Coulter
video.
was on TV or some shit. Well, no, I don't know. Somebody, some white woman was on TV yelling about it, and I saw like a screen grab. Probably wasn't Ann Coulter. Who's the one? Who's the Fox News anchor?
What? There's so many. Jesse Waters,
A blonde woman, like kind of looks like Ann Coulter. You know the one? I don't know. She shows up and shit. This picture was going around, and people are saying like, "This looks like a thing that would show up in the Superman movie." And, like someone would be watching this on TV, and then someone yelling like, "Superman, not immigrant" or something. But
that literally happens pretty much. Yeah.
Yep. I thought they would have liked it because the White House tweeted out that picture of Trump as Superman. They're like, "Look, Superman is Trump." And I'm like, "Oh, is this to get them to watch Superman?" They're like, Superman,
that's how crazy
Trump.
they were with this press. Like, they gave him a big trophy, like his tradition, and then he just did it.
I can't wait for him to be Mr. Fantastic in 2 weeks. This is Mr. Fantastic
Would
Trump.
Or the Thing. Do you think he'll want to be the toughest, strongest one?
Well, and orange.
Yeah, that's true.
I get it because he's orange.
Orange.
Orange, you glad I made that joke.
That's true.
Well, Diggins, you have to summarize this movie for us now because you didn't know the human way.
You didn't know the human way. Now you do.
I get told that all the time that I don't
What's
know
the human way? It's just being a human, just like
being a
walking
person,
around.
being a
Flesh
dude.
inside.
I mean, spoilers, not fucking everyone, I guess, or whatever the Kryptonian way was. The alternative to that. Chastity.
All right, so we are dealing with Superman, which, as we definitively established earlier, has large elements of romance in it as essential foundations of the movie, like some people have said previously.
Like every Superman movie before it has had. Yes, go on.
That seems like a thing a person could have said 7 months ago instead of now. But speaking of romantic difficulties, that actually reminds me of I just watched the season finale of Joey.
Oh man,
of season 1 of Joey.
Season 1 of Joey, yeah.
I saw that.
So the guy, I hate to do this. I hate to take away time on the pod, but I got to talk about it real quick because it was a real bombshell.
I understand.
Yeah, DJ, you watched this one, right?
I watched this one. Yeah, I was on pins and needles.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now, DJ, of course, since you did actually watch this one, then what the big thing that happened at the end of the previous episode that we picked back up on is.
Yeah, and listen, you could just keep trying to get me with this. Oh, DJ didn't watch the episode, but I'm watching Joey. I'm all in on Joey. I need to know what happened. So obviously, we're talking about Joey's girlfriend who has a name, is going to move in with Joey because Joey doesn't want to go for her to go to get her cool job with Newsweek in Washington, D.C. And that is the critical, point that we are at right now.
Incredible to me that you remembered Newsweek and not the name Sarah.
Sarah, there you go.
Incredible.
Considering that one of those is mentioned in this episode and the other one isn't. But yes, Joey just asked Sarah to move in with him. And so he goes back and he's telling Gina and Michael about it, but he's also all freaked out. He's like, oh no, I've never lived with a partner before and we haven't been dating that long. But he decides he's going to play it cool and act like he's totally sure about this. So Sarah doesn't freak out also. And then the one time in the entire series that he's good at acting, he does that.
That's true. I mean, you know, can you blame him?
For being good at acting?
Yeah, for being good at acting. He has to be good at acting at some point, kind of.
Yeah, right.
Do we know what he did before? Like, what was his... How did he come up?
Like Joey? The character?
Yeah.
Soap opera.
Yeah, soap opera was his big break.
What did he do before that, though? Was he, like, in commercials? Was he a theater actor?
It mostly plays.
That's a good question.
So I bet he's good in those, you know? Maybe. And then all the food.
I mean, maybe.
Made his brain go bad.
But anyway, so that's moving forward. Meanwhile, Alex, she comes in and she's like, I think the next day she comes in and she's like, oh man, someone at work asked me out. I was only just started telling people that I was getting a divorce. And Joey's like, oh, the office Joey moves in on people as soon as they're ready for rebound sex.
I love that.
Pretty good. Yeah.
But she's going to do it, and she's going to go out on that date, and she's like, I'm excited for it. Meanwhile, Michael, he was trying to get tickets to, they never said the name of the movie, presumably for copyright reasons, but it's Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But his friend Seth, who is mentioned but does not appear in this episode, presumably not for copyright reasons. Maybe. Maybe Simon Helbig is copyrighted by somebody. I don't know. Regardless, his friend Seth got in a fight and they got kicked out of the line to buy tickets. But fortunately, Bobby, Jennifer Coolidge, Joey's agent, can get him tickets in exchange for some certain photographs.
Oh man,
Diggins, really what kind of photographs does Bobby, a 40-year-old woman, want from Michael, a 20-some-year-old?
I mean, we specifically don't hear.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like it's just left vague.
But I mean,
yeah, we cut to Michael's perspective and just listen, like watch him react to it, but they don't. They don't actually say.
He said this. He said this movie better be great. I think is what.
Yeah. So he seems like he's not happy about it. But hey, he still gets to go see Revenge of the Sith. Isn't that great?
What do you guys think it was, by the way?
What, the poses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Various
like
holes,
chores,
pieces of his body.
I see. I feel like for a 20-ish-year-old guy, you got to really freak out. It has to be a really weird picture to get a reaction like that.
Mm-hmm.
20-year-old guys send pictures like that freely a lot of the time. So, yeah, it's got to be.
But did they do that then? Did they do that in 2004?
This is right as cell phones were coming up, but not iPhones. So probably not yet. But we were probably. Well, this is like the Crazy Stupid Love. We're probably mailing them. You know, taking Polaroid and just putting them in the mail.
That's right. And you can go to jail for that. Well, if they were underage, like in Crazy Stupid Love.
That's true. Love that movie.
Yeah. Nando just loves underage porn. That's just his favorite thing.
That's you know what? I love Crazy Stupid Love and everything about that movie. New Balances. That Big Diggins said mini golf. Peter Grindhawken or whatever. Needhawken. I don't remember his name. All those things. It's a great movie. It's one of the greats, as we say. Marissa Tomei. She's not in Joey. She could fit right into Joey though.
Marissa Tomei could be in a Joey.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, she might be too good for it.
She is good for Joey. I mean, she had her sitcom stint on Seinfeld for a little bit, so yeah, I feel like she's sitcom royalty at this point.
Yeah, but regardless, Joey meanwhile goes shopping for new stuff for their apartment with Sarah, and he freaks out. And she realizes that he's not certain about it, and she gets upset. And there's another guy in there who's like, get out while you can, huh? Isn't it funny how men don't love their partners or want to be in relationships?
Wild. This is wild. Just to go to a stranger in a Bed Bath & Beyond and be like, get out now.
I mean, like, listen, Joey, to be fair, Joey is like saying like, I'll go get that thing. And then just like walking around the corner where she can't see him, but everybody else in the store can, and like hyperventilating. So maybe this guy's just like, go to the hospital, dude. Something's up with you. Like, you are having
yeah, that's true. Maybe he specifically like something. You specifically seem like you should get out of this situation. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she realizes that he isn't certain about it, and then she freaks out, and it turns and like they've both never had a major relationship before, really. So they're both like, what do we do? But Joey's like, don't worry, I'll become certain, and it's all gonna be fine. I gotta go film a Deep Powder promo though. That
still making
Bobby
that?
called me about. Yeah, apparently they're filming a promo for the season finale. Whoa.
Yeah, with one of the characters who I could have sworn they said died already.
They did,
right?
But here he is.
Yeah, he's back.
Maybe when
one of those shows where nobody ever dies.
Maybe instead they actually killed Lucy Liu, and that's why she hasn't shown up.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm. But hey, characters on Deep Powder dying is relevant because they're doing an online poll to be like, which of these characters should die? Joey, the skater boy from earlier, or the guy who was supposed to have died already?
Yeah.
And Joey's like, what? And I'm like, that doesn't seem like the mark of a good show, that this is the thing they're doing.
And it seems like the kind of thing that, like, they're like, which one should die, right? Like, that's the question.
Yeah.
That seems like a crazy thing to ask an audience. I guess, like, now that would be a problem because the internet would kill whichever one is, like, you know, whichever one they dislike.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe back then people were just, like, giving, you know, like, suggestions to the TV.
Just like earnest feedback. Like, this is
arcs. Yeah.
This is what would make sense for the story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you say that it would be crazy, Nando, but they did do that big poll on whether Jason Todd should die back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like if she should die, if that's the question, the answer is always yes. Like, there's no way that the people aren't going to take a chance to kill any character just to see what happens. So I'm honestly surprised that any of these guys survived the show.
Like, you think
this episode of the show?
You think it's going to be an engineered 3-way tie, so they all die?
Yeah,
could be. Don't worry though, Howard's on the case. He knows how to hack online polls, so he can do a bunch of votes.
Does he?
He says he does.
Even based on what he says, not fully working. I don't even think he's not hacking it though. You know, like,
you think
I was expecting much more
stupid?
From Howard. Yeah, I think he's just
like they just let you vote over and over again.
I mean, who do they care? They've already picked which one they want to do this to.
Yeah, right.
It's all just a conspiracy.
Meanwhile, Michael shows up to the premiere of Star Wars and is all excited that an assistant director on episode 2 is there. And I'm like, wow. Did he watch episode 2?
Yeah. Like, this guy seems like he would have a lot of opinions about Star Wars that do not, are not friendly. If the fact that he's like so excited about 3, I get it. 3 is the one that had all the stuff, but still, I don't know.
Anyway, he's like, but where's Seth? And he has a one-sided phone call with Seth, so they didn't have to record Simon Helbig's voice. And then Jennifer Coolidge shows up. Whoa. Uh-oh. Whoa. So he storms home, and he's like, I left early because Jennifer Coolidge was there, and I wasn't happy about it. So his mom goes to have a word with her. Right. Meanwhile, Alex... first Joey gets back from his promo, goes to see Sarah, but her apartment's been cleaned out. It's empty with a letter. And we never see what the letter says, except I think he says like one bit of it, like, I'm sorry, we're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she left. She went to DC for that Newsweek job. She's gone.
My God.
Joey's sad.
Not getting those Joey paychecks anymore.
How'd she sneak out of here?
Yeah, right. Everything was gone.
It's not a back door. I mean, maybe there is, but like, seems like it'd be really hard to move out through it.
In fairness, I believe when we saw her place earlier, it was mostly moved out already, presumably from when she thought she was going to move out, because it's been a day.
Yeah.
But then again, she would have had to cancel plane tickets or a lot of logistical questions here. Regardless, Joey's sad, and then Alex comes in, and she's like, "I accidentally told my date that I was going to have sex with him, but I don't want to." And Joey's like, "Don't worry, he's an office Joey, so I know exactly how to get rid of him." And just yells into the house like, "I'm your husband, and I want to reconcile." So the dude just jumps out the window and runs down the hill, buck ass naked.
It's a shame we didn't get to see anything.
Pretty good. You wanted copyright.
You wanted full frontal?
Yeah.
Just, maybe some booty.
Do you think this is the origin story for the naked guy on Friends?
Oh,
I guess it can't be the origin story.
But afterwards.
Well, maybe he goes into a time portal or something, and he comes out and falls into across the street of Friends.
I could see it.
Yeah,
could be.
And what about the thing where, what's her name? Annie. What's her name? I already forgot.
Alex.
There you go. What about where Alex has a big lingerie and she's like, "I don't even know how this thing works.
Cost me $300 and I don't know what's the front."
So good.
I did like the part where Joey's briefly considerate of women's thoughts and desires, where because she's like, "Oh no, I gave him the wrong impression, or I let him on," and he's like, "No, hold on, that's not your fault. You're not responsible for his assumptions." And she's like, but then I said I'm going to have sex with you. Go take off all your clothes. And he's like, "All right, well, maybe you're a little responsible for that one."
Yeah.
Oopsie.
And Joey's just playing the long game. He's trying to seem nice, but he's ready to Joey it up at any moment, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Well, you say that, Nando, but first let's go to Jennifer Coolidge again, who is an alcoholic, it turns out.
Yeah.
At night, I guess.
She loves to work.
So it would seem. Those Hollywood types, they're always burning the midnight oil.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Gina barges in and is like, "You're really creepy to my son, and I don't like it." She's like, "I don't know who your son is." And she's like, then she gives her a bunch of insults. Jennifer Coolidge is like, "Damn, nobody talks to me like that. You're hired." And then we're just left on that. That's like a little season cliffhanger sort of thing for Gina.
Yeah, pretty weird, considering she's had a job this whole time.
Right. Yeah. She still has a job as far as we know.
Mm-hmm. It's not like Joey, where Deep Powder, it's like, "Oh, Deep Powder," and you're like, "Well, no, does he even do that anymore?" It's been 7 weeks since we've even checked on it. With this, it's like she's a hairdresser. It's like one of her two things, but she's also strong and also kind of fell away from the plot. So this makes sense as a move for her, get her more invested in the plot.
Meanwhile, back at Joey's place, Joey, I don't know where Michael went, but Joey and Alex are hanging out after he got rid of the guy. And they're like, and he tells Alex that him and Sarah broke up and they're sad. And he's like, "Let's go drink. I've got alcohol in my room. My special stash for women."
Nothing creepy about it.
Yeah, and then it's like, squander all the points you got earlier.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I do think in this moment, Joey is just I keep the woman alcohol, for sexy woman times here, and we'll have normal times. But it's
I don't think Joey's putting the moves on. I just mean as a general thing that he has this.
Right, yeah. Well, he also has a mini fridge in his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He's
typical LA decadence.
This is the first or second time we've actually seen Joey's bedroom. I remember we were there the other day when him and Sarah were making out on his couch or his bed, and then Michael was watching. But yeah, I wanted just to pause to see some of the things in Joey's bedroom, because it's like a fucking mini fridge with a big big Maltese Falcon statue on it. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Some boxing gloves, because Joey's a boxer, maybe. Some statues of guys. He has so many fucking tchotchkes, and he has a little case with just like shit. A big fucking dice. Like, the set dressers on this episode went bananas. Like, they just threw shit into this little box. Very, very strange.
For a set we almost never see.
Yeah. Also, is that his chair? Is his chair in there? The one from Friends?
The Barca Lounger?
Yeah, his chair. He loves his chair. Or was it under copyright? Could they not get the chair back?
I don't know. Well, I don't think it was copyright. I think the chair just wanted too much money.
That's true.
Classic chair.
Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex and Joey are drinking and they're sad and they're both like, Alex is like, I shouldn't date anyone for a while. And Joey's like, next time I date someone, I'm going to take it slow. And then Alex kisses Joey immediately. Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
And Joey's like, whoa, what's that about? And Alex is like, I don't know. And then they make out more.
Oh my God.
And then it's the cliffhanger ending. And then Michael, from wherever he was, walks outside and sees Howard and is like, Howard, you're doing this the voted stuffing? And Howard's like, that's right. Bunch of votes for Joey in this poll. And Michael's like, oh no, Howard, you're voting for who should die. And Howard's like, oh no, and starts vote stuffing for Gunner, the guy who was already dead. And that's the season finale of Joey, guys. What do we think?
Bad.
Yes,
bad stuff. Not good. I don't like any of it, really. I like this kind of like the Star Wars stuff, but that's not that good either. Because it just kind of happens. It's one beat.
Yeah, way too many threads.
I think it could be really funny if instead of that, we just kept seeing Michael doing more stuff. Like Michael was just carrying like a wheelbarrow with an octopus in a big tank into his bedroom, and everybody's like, "What's that for?" And he's like, "Don't ask." And just like that was the runner for him all episode. But yeah, no, not good. And yeah, I don't like Sarah very much, and now she's gone, so I guess that's good. So you know what? Good episode. They fixed it.
It's weird that suddenly everyone's like, Jennifer Coolidge, you're over the line, when it's just been a joke so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, don't ask for pictures of the holes, right?
That's right.
You gone too far.
Maybe she saw what the picture requests were and was like, "Oh no, those are only for me."
Whoa.
I mean, that's Joey for you.
You know, Joey has really been getting away from its roots in incest.
I know. Not much.
It's kind of a bummer. Because otherwise, it's just kind of a boring sitcom. Although I'm excited for all this plot to be done. You know, we've had the last 3 episodes have been just plot.
Yeah,
and it's not good for these shows.
Yeah, we need some classic Joey hijinks.
Yeah, I want antics. What do you guys want from season 2? Because this is the end of season 1.
It would be funny if they just didn't follow up on Alex and Joey's relationship, and it's like, yeah, we tried, we broke up, moved on. Like, they're just like, nope.
Like the Joey and Rachel relationship.
Yeah.
Kinda.
What about you, Diggins? What do you want from Joey's season 2?
Yeah, good point, DJ. Joey says he's never lived with a partner before, but he lived with Rachel when they were dating.
Oh, yeah.
What do I want from a Joey season 2? I want more women, more famous women to come on the show and be like, Joey Tribbiani, I'm going to have sex with you.
Yeah, that is
because that was so funny when Carmen Electra
that was
did
the best part. Yeah, they should do that again. And maybe like, I don't know. I don't think we could. We definitely can't afford a friend. I feel like I wouldn't mind seeing somebody from the Friendsverse show up in one of these. You know?
Yeah, just to visit Joey for an episode.
If it had to be only one of them, who would you pick?
I mean, I don't remember any of them end, so it's like a side character, like Janice or something. Be kind of fun, maybe.
It's got to be Chandler. I think it's got to be Chandler.
I mean, in universe, it would make the most sense if Chandler was the first to visit because he and Joey were tight.
Right.
But in terms of A Janice cameo would be funny because Joey always hated her.
Yeah.
But she ends the series as like a married woman with multiple children.
Oh. Not married to any of the friends?
No. Well, Chandler was her love interest, and he ends up with Monica.
Oh, I forgot. I thought she was Joey's love interest. Yeah.
No, Joey always hated her. She did, in one episode, date Ross.
Ooh. Where's Ross now?
Well, he and Rachel are together, but we don't know if they're married or not.
Yeah.
Or like living together or whatever.
What's Phoebe up to at the end of Friends?
She's married to Paul Rudd.
Yeah, but like, what do? Do they still live in New York? Because she feels.
Yeah,
like
they
she
still
could
live
go
in
to
New
LA.
York. I feel like there's a hint where they're like, we're going to have a kid soon because we're seeing these twins that Chandler and Monica adopted, and we're like babies. I think a Phoebe visit would be good, though. I think that's what I would pick.
That's solid. Yeah, it's a good call.
Phoebe and Joey always had
actor.
like a good relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. They're both the dumb ones. And I feel like you could put Phoebe in LA and get something interesting out of that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Actually, no, it's got to be Ross. He would go to the La Brea tar pits to visit all the fossils, you know? And be like, there. That'd be pretty funny.
And then, like, Joey would fall into the La Brea tar pits, and they'd be like, oh, no.
Like that show La Brea on NBC. Remember that?
Exactly.
They advertised the fuck out of that show. Nobody watched it, probably.
Well, they canceled it, so probably not.
Yeah. Seemed expensive. But yeah, no, I feel like this was a bad episode. But they've mostly been bad for a while, so I don't remember what a good one is. Yeah.
Well, maybe next season.
Been a minute, yeah.
We'll see some classic Joey hijinks and remember what it is like when it's good again.
Oh, I can't wait. Until then, should we talk about Superman?
Yeah, probably.
I guess
also,
if we have to.
Insane that the transition wasn't just speaking of Joey from Superman. I'm going to talk about Joey from Joey. Because this movie had a character just scream the word Joey a bunch. And I was
That's
like,
true.
Man, there's ever been a Joey transition, but, you know, maybe didn't want to spoil it that Joey was.
Well, maybe you should have lost the game then, Nando, if you're so good at these.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. This is our first Joey since the Joey show, I think. So, but there will be more probably. We got a whole nother season.
I don't know. What about in Kangaroo Jack? Because when the young kangaroo's called the Joey.
That's true.
Makes you think.
Yeah. Well, so Diggins, what happened in Superman Legacy? Not Legacy though. What happened in it?
It's not Legacy. It's just Superman. All right. So we open with that thing that they showed us all in the theaters, where Superman is in Antarctica and he crashes and he's all hurt. He whistles for Crypto to come bring him to his Fortress of Solitude.
You just jumping in, not telling us.
Oh my goodness!
What,
you're so right. You're so right, DJ. You're so right. I apologize. That was so thoughtless of me. Because my two co-hosts here might have some thoughts they might want to interject in there, throw in a couple things while we're talking about it. And since the wheel is still lost in time and space, we're still auditioning replacements. And for this week, we have, of course, the T-Sphere.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Mr. Terrific lent me a T-Sphere.
I mean, good for you. I don't destroy it. You'll go into horrible debt having to pay him back.
That's
I mean, I'm not a super dog. I don't think I can destroy it.
That's fair.
But yeah, so if you have something you want to say, you just hold up the T-Sphere and it does kind of like a sci-fi noises, generally.
Okay.
And
yeah, I mean, no, appreciate that.
All right. Then, okay. So, like I said, the teaser we all saw, Antarctica, Superman's hurt with his little opening crawl that's like 300 years ago, metahumans. 30 years ago, Superman came to Earth. 3 years ago, Superman became a superhero. 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago. He stopped a war in a place that's definitely not Israel.
Definitely not. It's not.
And 3 hours ago, definitely not Israeli superhero came and kicked his ass.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, where's she? Where's Sabra? She should help beat him up. Tiny little Sabra. You missed her. She was in the frame the whole time.
It's got like a little This is not a nitpick. I don't have any nitpicks because this movie is good. I thought this was cool that this is how the movie opened, because I thought when I saw that little teaser that would be like the middle of the movie or like first quarter, but like opener, good job. That's you did a good job. That I'm like, oh, so maybe there's a lot of this movie I haven't seen in trailers. So sweet. Appreciate
and we've known this for a little while now, but I want to comment on it anyway. I like that this movie's not an origin story.
Yeah.
It's true. It's the opposite of an origin story, where it takes the origin story part and then changes it. You know? So that's interesting.
Oh, we're not there yet, Nando.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Crypto shows up and he's like a piece of shit, you know?
He's so great.
Well, yeah, so people already know Crypto's a dog, Nando, so.
Now,
did you, I'm sorry, did you guys, and I'll try not to really too much Diggins, did you guys see the Mike Francesa review of Superman?
I did not.
No.
Oh my God. I would tell anyone, you could just like Google Mike Francesa podcast on YouTube.
Did he complain that it was woke DEI?
So he never threw in the woke complaints, although he did say that it was so terrible that if his name was on the credits, he would try and hide it, and it was a slog to get through.
Oh, did he write it or something secretly? He did hide it. Maybe James Gunn asked his friend Mike Francesa for help, and then
he was his character from Uncut Gems.
I was about to say that he appeared up as the bookie from Uncut Gems again.
So he has this one bit where he's like, and they put Crypto. No, he didn't even say Crypto. And then Superman as a dog. Superman as a dog. I've never watched Superman all my life. I've never seen him with a cape. What, they put a cape on Superman? There's a dog. There's a cape on the super dog. It's crazy that there's a super dog in this movie. He hated Crypto. He couldn't believe that there's a super dog and a cape on a dog, and he thought it was bad.
Wow. Didn't he see DC League of Super Pets?
Yeah, I was going to say. That seems right up his alley.
Although he's been watching Superman movie or Superman on his whole life. So I would tell you what, if there's a lot of reviews out there of Superman, like go watch Mike Francesa's because it's entertaining. It's great. Anyway, I'm sorry.
When I think Mike Francesa, I always think movie reviews.
Yeah.
Finger on the pulse, Mike Francesa, art critic. Mike Francesa, comic book nerd, Mike Francesa, just everything.
Yeah, he's just, it's right up his alley. Just straight down the plate, as he might say. Anyway, so Crypto takes him back to the Fortress of Solitude, where there's a bunch of robots who will help him. Again, you all saw this teaser, I assume.
Yeah.
What'd
you guys think of the robots?
It's good. Yeah.
They don't overstay their welcome.
Yeah, can't wait for them to be Brainiac, but we'll get there.
Think they're going to be Brainiac?
They're not going to be Brainiac. These are
the
robots from All-Star Superman. They're just robots.
Yeah.
All right.
If anything, they're going to be Clayface because they have the voice of the character of Alan Tudyk, who I think was Clayface in one of those shows, in the Creature Commando show.
And Harley Quinn.
Tudyk, man.
Makes you think.
And Harley Quinn. Yeah, that's right. And Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
He's everywhere these days. Who are the other ones? I think Palm Clementif was one of them or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
a lot of his friends were these.
Jennifer
Holland
all the
gun bros, gun gals is good. Yeah, gun gang, the gun gang was present,
just like Jar Jar Binks, the gun gang.
The gun gang, yeah.
But yeah, so they shoot him with the sun rays, so he heals up. At the same time that they're like, "Do you want the message from your parents? Because that always soothes you." So they play a little message from Jor-El and Lara, Jor-El, whatever the fuck. I don't know Superman that well, to be honest.
You're good.
Where they're like, Superman, we love you, and or Kal-El is what they say, obviously. we love you. Our planet's dying, but we still have hope because you're going to be out there. We're sending you to Earth because it's a perfect place for you to be a good person in. Or, it seems like maybe that's what they're saying.
That does seem like
but
what
then
they're
the message
saying.
is damaged. We don't hear the rest of it. And Superman's never heard the rest of it. But
Also,
anyway,
I feel like this is kind of important for later. Not like that important, but a little bit. They say it in Kryptonianese or whatever. Like they're even their language is like something else. So, and characters are like, I know what it is. I'm like, really? But also, other question about the robots: did Superman build the robots?
They probably came with the Fortress of Solitude. Probably.
Did he build the Fortress of Solitude?
I feel like the Fortress of Solitude sometimes is a crystal thrown into the ice that comes out of the ice or whatever. I can't remember which one of these that was, but like that's happened before. But the actual robots, I feel like, are just like little guys, like robots. Can't imagine they were in there.
So he built them? Okay.
So like when the Superman robots show up in All-Star Superman, it makes sense because he's an old Superman.
Right.
And it's just like, of course, I guess he builds robots. I don't know. But with this, it's like, I guess he built these robots. Or maybe they just have them. Maybe this is just like Robo Guy, and he put his little logo on it and brought it over to his thing.
Maybe in his pod, he had an instant fortress, just throw in ice. And like some, like, you can buy like a model kit where it's mostly just like you have like snap pieces together and you're not really, like, you don't really have to do a lot of like fine work or anything. It's maybe like some of those for some robots. So you can just snap them together. And then like turn them on and they're like, we're here to help you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like, I got to get back out there to fight the Hammer of Baravia.
Whoa.
That's the name of the
From
hero.
The comics?
Is he?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. He's the not Israeli superhero who's come to fight Superman for stopping not Israel, Baravia, from invading not Palestine, Jahanpur?
Something like that. Jahanpur stand.
Jahanpur? I don't know.
Yeah.
And the robot's like, don't go, you're still hurt. But Superman doesn't care. He flies back to Metropolis, right past a mysterious figure who radios in like he's here, and I'm gonna look for his fortress in the Antarctic.
Wow.
And someone calls her the Engineer at some point. Her name's the Engineer.
Yeah. That's her name.
Is she character, Nando? Is this someone?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, beep, 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 beep. I'm going to spin the wheel or whatever. And this one just says, The Assassination of the Engineer by the coward James Gunn. This is absolutely nothing like the Engineer. First of all, the Engineer is nice. She is the friendly member of she's part of the Authority, the super team that takes over the government, but she's like the nice one. And second, she doesn't wear a little leather outfit. She has like liquid metal skin like a Silver Surfer. Now, to be fair, they're making a Silver Surfer movie where the Silver Surfer's a lady this year. So it would look similar. But she got a fucking CW costume on for this. I don't know where they thought they were going with this. Because, like, they do a couple things where, like, it's clear that her whole body is made of these nanites now.
Yeah.
In the comics, like, she just gets her blood replaced with the nanites. So she does have a body, but it just immediately covers in these. But, like, with this, it's like, I don't understand did she decide to make a little leather suit from like the X-Men movies or something? Why did she do that?
She must, because it seems to be part of her body.
I had no problem with most of the costumes. Oh, well, actually, some of the costumes in this movie I didn't love. But this one specifically felt really weird, considering what this character usually looks like. And yeah, she's not mean. She wouldn't try to kill Superman. I mean, she might try to kill Superman, to be fair, but she would do it in a nice way. And it seems like her spin-off movie just probably won't come out. Or like the Authority is supposed to be a spin-off movie that feels like it's probably in the most jeopardy right now. Not because of her or anything, just because of like the production. So I guess it won't matter, but weird that they did her this way. She also is one of two characters that got a Fortnite skin. So I did buy that. And nice. I could play now as the Engineer. So it's pretty cool.
Who's the other one? Jimmy Olsen?
Terrific. And Superman has one in the Battle Pass, but Mr. Terrific and her, for some reason, are the only two. Yeah, not Jimmy Olsen, not Guy Gardner, not Metamorpho, just like the Engineer. Maybe they thought like the people are going to love her. I don't know.
Maybe.
Not traditionally a Superman villain either. Superman has villains that could do most of these things. Toyman, I feel like, is probably the best one of those. If you wanted a villain who's like the technology villain who fucks with Superman, but yeah,
but then we'd have to put Toyman in the movie.
Be pretty cool. Just call her Toyman, Toy Woman, or whatever.
Progressive.
Yeah, but yeah, she's weird in this. I don't know. I think she's fine, but it's a very strange. Almost all of the rest of the character things, but yeah, it's kind of like what they're like in the thing, except for this one, way off.
I feel like there's another one that's not super similar.
Yeah, we'll get
the
to
guy I'm about to talk about.
Oh, who's that?
Well, as I said, the Hammer of Boravia.
Yeah.
Superman flies back. He's yelling about how Boravia, like America, shouldn't mess with Boravia or their allies. And Superman shouldn't go around messing with Boravia because it's so cool and good and everyone loves it. And it's not allowed in American politics to question our commitment to Boravia because they're our ally. And they're the only democracy in wherever Boravia is. So,
yeah.
But Superman comes back and he tries to fight him, but he's still losing badly. And then we see a little like control area zone, whatever. What would you call this?
Like a control area zone,
like a bridge.
I mean, it's a bridge. It's like a, what are those called? Skyway or whatever, or sky something.
Oh, I meant like bridge, like the bridge of a ship.
Oh, yeah, central control center, nerve center,
control center. Yeah, that's good.
Something like that. Computer.
And Nicholas Hoult is there amongst a bunch of people saying combinations of letters and numbers, which seem to correspond with fight moves that the Hammer of Boravia is doing.
What?
Pretty cool.
So he's actually the one figuring out how to fight Superman, and the Hammer of Boravia is being controlled from here.
My goodness.
Yeah, and do you remember why he's able to do this?
The spheres. Not T-spheres.
Well, not that,
Luther
but
spheres.
I mean more like why, as a person, he's able to do this.
Because he's so cool and smart?
Well, that, but also he studied all your moves.
He studied all his moves. He's been studying Superman for years. So Superman loses. It gets beat up. A friendly falafel cart man tries to like help him get up, and he's like, what was his name?
I think it's Malik or something like that.
Malik, I want to say.
But
Superman's like, Malik, get away. But Hammer of Boravia is like, I won, eat it, and then flies away.
Yeah.
Superman's mad about it. But we see that Hammer of Boravia flies to like an army camp where he goes into a tent, and then from the tent he goes into a portal. From a portal he goes to like a weird, freaky place.
Yep.
And from the weird, freaky place he walks directly into another portal where he comes out in the command center with Luthor. And Luthor's like, good job, Ultraman.
And he takes off his little helmet, and he's got another little helmet on.
Yeah, and he's got a mask on underneath it. So it's like, you wanted to know who he was? Eat shit.
I like this scene because what's her name is like, good job, Ultraman, yay. This Tessmacher. It seems like Ultraman, she thinks Ultraman is like a little baby. And it kind of is. So that's interesting.
Yeah, sort of.
Wait, did she know what Ultraman is then?
Not clear.
Probably not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
She should have told Jimmy if she did. But
right.
Well, we'll
I
get
guess
there.
She didn't know. Yeah.
So Superman is sad, but he's got to go to work.
Oh,
damn.
That makes it even worse. You ever have one of those days where the Hammer of Boravia throws you into the ground, and then it turns out it's also Monday or whatever?
Honestly, I feel like I've had that day, yeah.
Just kill me, Hammer of Baravia, and get it over with. I don't want to have to deal with this.
So he goes into the Daily Planet, and Perry White's like, "You're late again," and I'm like, "It's Wendell Pierce. Always happy to see him."
Yeah.
But anyway, so he's coming in, and people are like, "You wrote a silly article about the Hammer of Baravia incident." Clark Kent. So I guess this probably isn't that same morning.
That's what Lois says. Like, she almost calls him Superman for one whole second.
Right?
Yeah.
No one does that. That's me.
Nope.
And it's like some people are trashing him. Some people are like, "Good job, Clark. You're cool." But then Lois comes over and she's like, "Your articles are shit and I hate you."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I think I did pretty good." And you can tell they're like so pleased with themselves, like, no one suspects a thing because we're arguing like this. While we see everyone else around them being like, "These two are fucking."
Hell yeah. Pretty good. Also, he wrote the front page. This is his first front page story.
Yeah, so mom and pa call him and are like, "We're so proud of you. You keep doing good work. We love you." They're silly little Kansas farmers from the heartland. Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
At no point
does accent.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, traditionally the Pa Kenton family, they just kind of sound like nothing. But in this, I'm like, he should have an accent.
Can you imagine? Get out of the way!
Yeah.
The big old monster, I gotta take him down. I gotta punch him right in the face. Well, where do you go to college? Maybe because you could pick up something in college. Right?
Sometimes Metropolis, I think.
I feel like as a media person, he would probably like even if he was just like a regular person who grew up this way, he would try to lose that accent.
Yeah,
because like in media, you're supposed to have a very neutral accent to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I mean, look at how much what's his name gets on his case, Beck Bennett, even for nothing. So imagine if he had a Southern accent, Beck Bennett would roast him every day.
Mm-hmm. And guys, you'll be shocked to know this. At no point in this brief conversation that they have does Pa Kent tell him he should let any school bus full of children die.
Yeah, I know.
It's implied. He should.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Clear.
But yeah, we see a news conference where the president of Baravia denies Baravian involvement with the Hammer of Baravia.
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
So, DJ, did you recognize this man?
I did not.
Diggins, I'm assuming you did.
If I'm not mistaken, this is once again our favorite British person pretending to be vaguely Eastern European, correct?
I didn't know he was British. I just know him from that other role that he was in. That's good of him. He did a good job. I believed he was Eastern European or French or something.
Well, am I wrong about who this is? Who is this?
I don't know. This is Triangle of Sadness guy.
Oh, yeah.
The Stealer in that.
Damn.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I thought he was someone else.
I don't know where he's from, but I was going to guess French, just kind of based off of his vibe here.
I think he might actually be Eastern European.
Yeah, I have a beep 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 for this. His name is DC Netanyahu. So I'm not going to say he even looks like Bibi Netanyahu. I do think if you close your eyes, you could just sound like him. And they just have similar voice. Like, it's got the same kind of, I don't know, like tone or timbre or whatever. I don't know how to talk about voices. But that was pretty funny that they did this. Now, this plot point has been in the works for longer than since the current conflict that everyone's, But, I remember it has been rumored for a while, and people are like, that might not be good. That might cause problems. And then October 7th happened, and then we all kind of forgot about it, I guess. But, crazy that they did this.
Yeah. I love that Superman in this movie is like, Israel is bad.
Yeah. He's not a fan.
And
Diggins, make sure you're not projecting your own wants onto Superman. Can you really be sure that's what Superman means in this movie?
Well, I get to that in just a second, DJ, because I just want to say I also love that you can't complain about the country being Israel in this movie without admitting that the country is like Israel.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's a good point.
Because it's like, I can't believe James Gunn would say such terrible things about Israel. And I was like, so what about the depiction in this movie makes you think he was talking about Israel?
Right, because, and even when this happened, I feel like when it was rumored that this plot was going to happen, a lot of people were like, oh, that's a lot like Russia and Ukraine. That's going to be a little too political. So, but yeah, it just ended up being a different one. But
well, I think I genuinely think, like, even though it feels like so politically salient now, it was it was written as a more general thing, just about, like, you know, dictators or like authoritarians and authoritarian ambitions and like conquest and just generally all these tendencies in human nations. And it's just that this happens to be the most recent example we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Well, DJ, you say, how do I know how Superman feels about Israel?
How do you know?
Because we see Lois goes home and, someone's there, but, it's just Clark making breakfast for dinner for her.
Nom nom nom.
Because they've actually been dating for, is it 3 months?
I believe that's right, yeah.
And she knows he's Superman. She's figured it out.
Yeah, she's smart like that.
And
Even
so she's
though,
like...
We'll get to it.
Oh, we'll get to what stops other people.
Yeah.
But she's like, you need to stop interviewing yourself. Like Clark Kent interviewing Superman, because that's not cool. And he's like, you can interview me. And she's like, okay, let's do it right now. And you can tell it was one of those things where he just kind of offhandedly was like, yeah, we'll do that someday. But then like he can't back down from the fact that he said yes. So he's like, okay.
Been there. That's how most people end up on hikes. Like, you want to go on a hike? Like, yeah, one of these days. Like, I mean, go right now. I guess we can.
This Superman is a boy, and that's fine, right? It's okay that this Superman is boy and is
traditionally he is
idealistic, and it's like classic, calling your bluff, right? She called his bluff, and he wasn't going to say no. It's good that the Superman had flaws. They made him a character who's complicated, and I think that's a good thing. Although some people may disagree, but I liked it.
So they do a big interview where Lois gets real tough on him and is like, "Oh
baby,"
and she's like, did you consult with the president? Are you sure that was the best thing to do? And he's defending himself. He's like, no, I saved lives. And at one point she's like, Baravia says it's just trying to protect the people of Jaharpur. And Clark stops the thing and is like, I mean, come on, Lois. We both know that Baravia is an apartheid state that has nothing but ill intentions for its neighbors and, is run by right-wing lunatics. And Lois is like, yeah, of course we all know that. That's objectively true, but, I have to maintain journalistic objectivity here, or like neutrality, when I question you about these things.
Yeah, for my New York Times editorial page. Paper that I'm writing soon.
I don't know. I really like this scene. Do you think that was unreasonable for her to play the devil's advocate just to challenge Superman?
No, I like this scene a lot.
Okay. Just curious, yeah.
No, I think it's a good interplay. I think it's a good dynamic for the two of them where she's like pushing back on him and like being and challenging him, and he's getting defensive and frustrated because, and I like it because they're like, I don't feel like either of them is wrong necessarily. Like Superman is bringing a moral clarity to the situation that I think we can all agree is called for. Where he's like, a bad actor wanted to kill a bunch of people and I stopped him. And Lois is the perspective of like, geopolitically, it's kind of complicated and you sort of, put yourself out there in a way that other people are going to be mad about.
Right. And I think she also says like, and even if you stopped them today, they're probably just going to do this in a couple days anyway, and it might be different but worse or something. So she's like, I feel like she makes the best point here, besides him being like, people are going to die, is like, either you do this every day for the rest of your life, or you probably figure something else out. Because, and this is maybe the first instance of this movie writing a check it refuses to cash. It cannot cash. And I think this is going to happen at least one more time. This is the one that really bugs me. It's because we'll figure out why all of this stuff is happening, but I don't know. I just don't think it ends up being as interesting as it starts. But we'll get to it.
All right. Well, so they kind of fight about it, and then Lois is like, I knew this would never work, and so he leaves. And you're like, uh-oh. But then what's the next thing? Oh, we have a meeting between Lex Luthor and the American government where he's like, we need to kill Superman. You need to let me kill Superman. I've got cool stuff like the Engineer and Ultraman and a bunch of guys in like power suits. And Superman's got an Antarctic fortress and he's an alien. I know you're the American government. I know how much you hate foreigners.
That's true.
So you've got to let me kill him. And they're like, well, we're not saying we're definitely against it, but like you don't really have any proof that he's got malicious intent, so we're not going to approve it yet.
Yeah,
Luthor's
especially
like,
what's his name, Frank Grillo's character.
Yeah, General Flag,
General Rick Flag Sr. And at no point during this does he mention his crack team of creature commandos and whether they'll be useful in the fight against Superman, but he probably should.
Or his maybe dead son.
His definitely dead son, right? Isn't that canon?
I mean,
broad strokes canon, so
we'll see. Yeah, the Peacemaker canon of this doesn't fully. It seems like he did kill him in this universe as well, but because Peacemaker might be in a different universe, who knows? Creature Commando is definitely in this universe, and just fucking doesn't even no cameos from Frankenstein or Bride of Frankenstein, the Mummy, whoever else was in that. I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while. Who else did they have? A vampire, probably? No.
I don't know.
Do you like to go back and watch Creature Commandos?
Can't hurt.
All right.
It doesn't. None of it matters, but it can't hurt.
I'm on it.
The weirdest thing about Creature Commandos, besides that it isn't related to this at all, is that Creature Commandos also invents a different fake Eastern European nation that is also, or whatever we're calling these nations, but like that's kind of where they usually end up. That's also secretly part of a big conspiracy with supervillains, but it's not the same one as this one. It's a different one. There's just like so much shit going on in there between these two, and then Corto Maltese, the other one of these from the Suicide Squad. So technically not canon, but like I think DC maybe has too many of these already.
Sure.
Every new project gets its own fake Eastern European or Spanish or whatever nation. I don't know what they're going for, Corto Maltese. It sounds like it's like in like the Mediterranean maybe or something. I don't know. Well, what does that sound like to you guys? Where's Corto Maltese?
I believe they specifically say it's like South American or like on the Caribbean coast of South America or something.
You're right. That makes sense. So I guess then that's its own thing. But yeah, Frankenstein. Also, Dr. Phosphorus is in those. He's a guy who can burn stuff. Maybe throw him at Superman. See if he can kill him. That might be helpful.
Maybe.
You could probably convince him to. Like he doesn't seem to have strong morals.
Anyway.
Oh, and what does he say, by the way, about how he's going to kill Superman?
They're like, you don't have the thing, the kryptonite, and he's like, I have a workaround for that. What does that mean? I guess we'll find out.
Oh, we'll find out.
So Luthor's mad because they haven't let him. They haven't told him he can kill Superman yet. But he's like, I've got to go to Antarctica to get proof that Superman is bad and evil. Or rather, he later says he went to go look for a weakness, but we'll see what he finds.
Yeah.
So he goes up to the Fortress of Solitude, and somehow he's able to get inside. Whoa, how does that happen?
Whoa, what the frudge?
Big Superman symbol lights up.
Weird.
Cool.
So weird. Anyway, then the Engineer and Ultraman beat up all the robots in Crypto, and then the Engineer hacks into Superman's supercomputer.
Egad.
And when she sees the message from his parents, she can restore the part of it that was broken. So she downloads the whole message. And Luthor's like, Meanwhile, to distract Superman, two of his goons let loose a little monster into Metropolis. And it runs off. And by the next day, it's a big old kaiju the size of buildings.
Oh, my God.
Stomping around. And Superman catches its foot, saves a dog, flies around, punches it a bunch, saves some more people. And he's doing a good job. But then, the Justice Gang is here.
Yeah.
Funded by Maxwell Lord.
Apparently. Is this like I can't remember. Is this said explicitly in the movie? Or is this just assumed?
Yeah. No, they say that.
Yeah. So that's weird. Well, not weird. What did you think of the Justice Gang in this?
I mean, this was definitely James Gunn being like, all right, you all get your Superman. That's your guy. Now me, I'm going to go dig in the bargain bin here, very much like the Suicide Squad, and get some of my guys so I could do fun things with them.
I wouldn't necessarily call Green Lantern and Hawkgirl bargain bin.
Guy Gardner Green Lantern? Hawkgirl,
I mean, that's
sure.
a choice.
But, like, I would call Guy Gardner Green Lantern the bargain bin.
Wow.
I would. He's the last
kill
guy.
You.
He would.
He'd snap your neck.
Big old middle finger to kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, Earth has 4 Green Lanterns, and he's like the last one.
I mean, we got like
Kyle Rayner's the last one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in like the like cool order.
Well, what's the cool order?
Okay, Hal Jordan.
Okay.
Hal Jordan's number 1.
Sure.
Number 2 is probably Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's probably number 2, right?
Sure.
The Daily Show.
And then
who's number 3?
And then Kyle Rayner, and then Guy Gardner.
Oh, so you're just ranking them based on how much you like them?
No, objective cool rankings. These are just
okay.
Yeah.
Who's the 5th one now?
I mean, there's like
a
a couple of other ones. You got Boz, who nobody likes, and Jessica Cruz. She shows up a lot, and then
Jessica
Alan
Cruz
Scott,
is
the one who came before all the rest of them. It might be in that
doesn't really
mural in
count.
that one shot. What's up?
He doesn't really count. He's not part of the Green Lantern Corps.
Like, yeah, but he's the first Green Lantern. I feel like he's Earth's first Green Lantern for sure, and I feel like he also is the grandfather of one of the other ones, maybe Jade. I don't remember. But yeah, so we've got like 6-ish Green Lanterns, I would say. And probably one I forgot. Oh yeah, and then another one I forgot. Teen Lantern, a little kid. I think she's from Earth. I don't know. And then probably 8 or 9 others and a squirrel. But not this squirrel. The squirrel is from space. Maybe this squirrel is from space. We didn't see it born.
That's true. We don't know.
This could be that squirrel. So you don't like him. You think he's bad. The least cool Green Lantern?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
What about him in this movie?
Good fun, good. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, it's good. It's a James Gunn needed one just pure asshole, and it's like that's it, right? Like he can't. James Gunn cannot escape the Gunnisms, and that's like not criticism. That just is. And look, he didn't fuck up Superman, so he gets to do just like shitty Guy Gardner, and like it's fine. And shitty in the fact that just Guy Gardner is shitty, not that he did a shitty job. He just is shitty.
Right. In fact, he did a great job. He has the stupid haircut.
Yeah,
his stupid haircut. Although I don't understand his uniform in this. I don't understand any of their uniforms in this.
Yeah.
Like it looks like Mr. Terrific got the Mr. Terrific uniform, and then these two got Mr. Terrific uniforms, but with their color instead. Like she got yellow and he got green. But it's like they're not the Terrifics, and Mr. Terrific doesn't seem like he's in charge of this group. So I don't know what the fuck happened here, but I like his costume. I think his costume is fun. He has a collar. It's a big thing. But yeah. Another question, DJ. So wait, or Diggins. So you said Guy Gardner is here, maybe. Who else? Who are the
I
other
said the
two?
Justice Gang was here, but it's Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific.
So wait a second. And they're flying. So Guy Gardner can fly. That's a superpower. Hawkgirl can fly. Yeah. Also her superpower. What's Mr. Terrific doing?
He's sitting on a little throne of his T-spheres who are like levitating him.
You mean flying?
Pretty weird. It's pretty weird. He's in a little dentist chair that flies in the sky. I don't like it. Not everybody needs to fly, but also, I don't know, man, give him a jetpack or something. But cool. Do you guys, how familiar are you guys with these three characters, first of all? Obviously, DJ has very strong feelings about Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern.
Yep, and Hawkgirl, because I watched Justice League, the animated show in the 2000s. I know exactly who Hawkgirl is.
Yeah, but this is the other one, but go on.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Kendra Saunders, a different one. I know, it doesn't matter. They're the same.
Zero. I know
well,
Zero.
They're not the same, but who cares? They get reincarnated.
This is the one that's a human wearing stuff and not an alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Much like with
that
Hawkman.
Because that's why she didn't have wings all the time.
Well,
it's like maybe she put them away.
I don't know what the deal is with that, because they are like her wings. Yeah, it's weird. She dies and then becomes reincarnated with the spirit of Hawkgirl or something. So
look, we already talked about it in Black Adam. Let's not fucking get into the Hawk person origins.
Well, at least this one they were very clear about who she was, so they're kind of like, it's this one. I'm like, all right, good. Mr. Terrific, how much do you guys know about him?
Zero.
Not a lot.
Zero.
Not zero, but not a lot.
What do you think, DJ? Give me some things you know now about him.
All right. Well, he's obviously the seventh smartest man in the DC universe.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I would say he's closer to higher on the list, but I don't even know who.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I would say if I had to guess,
one, right? Luther
the Batman, him.
Luther, Batman, him. Oh, wow. He's
not as smart as Batman. That's for sure.
Okay.
And not
Still cool,
not just
though.
because I'm like, he's not as smart as Batman, but I'm pretty sure at one point he said, I'm not as smart as Batman. So there's that.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what else? He's cool, like objectively cool.
Well,
what?
But is his personality the personality of a cool person?
Well, he helps out Lois. I mean, jumping ahead, but I fucking loved when they're in the ship, and like he agrees, he's like, yeah, I'll help Superman, and she's like, I was like, yeah, I'm not good at relationships. I think I'm gonna break up with him, and she just like gives her this look like, lady, I'm not here to talk about this.
Yeah.
Felt like a very human experience though, when you just have to like unload like all your emotional baggage onto a person, and it's like, look, you're the only warm body here for me to do this to, so sorry.
It's true. He hates everybody. He hates Guy Gardner. He doesn't hate Hawkgirl, but probably kind of.
But yeah, he
probably likes her more than Guy Gardner, but also hates her.
Got a very clipped, sort of a clinical kind of person.
He loves his wife, who died.
Oh, good.
That's good. So she's dead in a car crash or something. So he's very sad about that.
Damn.
Wife was pregnant. That's one thing about him. He is the smartest guy, invented the T-spheres and stuff. Without getting into too much specifics, what's going on with his face?
It's got big T on it.
It's got big T on it because he's terrific.
What is it?
It's a big metal T.
It's like an eye mask.
Big plastic T he's got on, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. In the comics, I think it's nanotech that keeps his face from being recognized by any camera.
That's
invented
cool.
a little like nanotech paint. But it is also a T. And the other important thing about Mr. Terrific that I don't think this movie gets into, but I think is interesting, he's not the first Mr. Terrific. There is a Golden Age Mr. Terrific who has a big green shirt that says fair play on it, and that's why his arm says that on it. So it makes a little bit more sense.
Okay.
Now, in the Justice Society like hangout, they have like a mural of maybe the Justice Society or whatever. Like, did either of you guys clock this? There's pictures of it online.
I did not clock it.
I didn't clock it at the moment, but I read about it later.
Yeah, you can see certain characters and certain ones we're not sure about. I think there's maybe like a Jake Eric Flash. I know Black Cat's the one, or the Cat is the one you can see pretty easily. But I wouldn't be shocked if that Mr. Terrific is there because he's one of those guys. What's the other thing about him? Oh, decathlete, Olympic decathlete. So
cool.
Really, really physically fit as well.
Good for him.
Pretty cool. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a little chair apparently or something. Always in a
like,
little beanbag chair in the sky.
Like Metron?
Yeah, I guess so. Like a dumber looking version. Because I feel like Metron.
Let's be real. Metron's chair never looked cool.
Metron's chair is a chair, though. I feel like you can have like a pose in it where you can be like, This one you have to be like the whole time you're just sitting back like you're asleep. I don't know. It's a weird chair. I didn't like it.
Well, they show up and they help fight the kaiju, and they're doing a bunch of silly stuff like hitting its eye over and over again with a mace and with a Green Lantern construct. And Superman's like, I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing out non-lethally so we can study it and bring it to an intergalactic zoo or something. And the others are like, yeah, right, weenie.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Queer, get out of here. We're going to explode it.
I didn't know Mark Wahlberg was playing Guy Gardner.
He would be a good Guy Gardner.
Oh, that'd be good casting, yeah.
Yeah. In real life.
As someone you're not supposed to like? Yeah, he would be pretty good at that.
You just have to have him. You'd CGI the Guy Gardner costume on him and just be like, watch him, beating up people on the street. Like, I guess Guy Gardner does that in the movie. Easy to fit right in. But, yeah.
But yeah, so Superman basically spends the rest of the fight cleaning up their collateral damage, making sure nobody gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
While they fight him for a while, and then Mr. Terrific shoots a bunch of bombs in his tummy, which explodes, and the kaiju dies.
Cool.
Much to the chagrin of Superman.
Yeah, Superman's mad. He's like, I didn't want to kill it. You guys are mean. But that's quickly overshadowed by the news. A helpful citizen lends Superman his iPhone.
Yeah.
So Superman can watch Lex Luthor give an interview where he's like, I have definitive proof that Superman's an evil bad guy. And then he plays the full message, which after the stuff about we're sending you to Earth where you can do the most good, his parents are like, and by that we mean the people of Earth are stupid and weak. You can rule over them like a king. Kill everyone who opposes you and start your slave harem so you can spread the seed of Krypton far and wide.
Incredible. Incredible.
And Superman's like, what the fuck?
I have questions.
Everyone immediately is like, this Lex Luthor fellow's on the level. And they start throwing stuff at Superman and being mad. And he goes off to the Stag building.
Whoa.
Simon Stagg?
Why him?
I don't know, but it's not
Why
important.
not Lord, That would be one. Stagg could exist in this, but we don't really get any of them.
Nope.
He was in Wonder Woman 84, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He gets brought out by the FBI or some shit, I don't know. That movie stunk.
Unlike this movie.
Unlike this movie, yeah.
But yeah, so the Justice Gang goes to talk to him, and are like, Superman, what's going on? And he's like, I've seen the first half. The second half must be faked. And Mr. Terrific goes like, no, it's not. Superman's like, I mean, are we sure? And Mr. Terrific's like, yeah.
That was wild, right? Like, that felt wild.
Yeah, Mr. Lex Luthor says it's been analyzed by all of the best computer guys and all the best linguists. And then Mr. Terrific's like, I know those linguists. They would never fuck it up. They know shit. It's like even my language, he said he knows you've never heard of
guys.
before?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do the linguists know how to
guess it?
You've never heard of, and is from a different planet, so does not share any common features with any language on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And like, Mr. Terrific, do you want to check it or something? Just to be sure?
No, he knows the linguists.
I guess he knows really well.
He says he knows the computer people, to be fair.
That's true, but still. You should check on the linguist then, because the computer people could still fuck it up. But also, yeah, just like Lex Luthor may have I don't know, man. I guess
presumably
in the movie,
presumably Superman knows Kryptonian, right? So like he hears the message saying those things, right?
Like, why would he know Kryptonian?
Yeah, because they have to translate the message for him, don't they?
Well, we don't know that they have to translate it for him, because the robot sounds like it's translating it for the other robot.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if Superman doesn't know this, what does he know about Krypton? Anything?
That's true. Yeah. Your whole life's a lie, bro.
Because it's like the Mormons or something. They're space Mormons or whatever. But like, if he knows that, she should know. Like, if he knows their language, where did he learn it from? Books that all left this out? I don't.
To be fair, I don't think that the Kryptonians are typically polygamous. I think they're saying, you are the only Kryptonian left, so to make sure the species doesn't die out, you better have a ton of kids. So go have your harem.
Well, they're not wrong.
Like, I think they're suggesting that in terms of like an emergency measure, not as a cultural norm.
That's true. Now that you mention it, why isn't Superman like a sex symbol in his universe, you know?
Ooh.
There'd be so many people that want to have sex with Superman.
That's true.
Just to say they fucked an alien.
Yeah, or to be impregnated with his alien baby just because they want to see what happens.
Gang.
Like, it would be really easy to make a super harem by accident.
By accident? Whoa.
Well, not like by accident, but like unintentionally. Not trying to create the harem, but just like one night stands, and then they just like secretly raise the super baby.
Maybe everyone he's ever dated is now like, was I part of the super harem?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even know.
No.
Damn.
Right. And like, I guess, do we think this Superman like have sex, you know?
Yes. I told you he fucks. He definitely
Superman
fucks.
You think so? I mean, that's possible.
You see how the way him and Lois are smooching? Those aren't the smooches of two people just kind of hanging out.
That makes sense. DJ's the authority here on smooches.
Because I hate
they are good or bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, DJ, how could you stand to watch those scenes? Did you like avert your eyes?
Well, no, I didn't. They're not a married couple, so I'm like, it makes sense that they would be doing all that smooching.
True.
You know, it's a married couple. They would never smooch, at least like that. Maybe a little peck on the cheek.
So at this point, Superman realizes if Lex Luthor got that, he must have found my Fortress of Solitude. So he flies off to the fortress, finds all the destroyed robots, and he's like, oh no. But then he notices Crypto's not there. And he's like, oh. So
like, oh no, I'm going to get in trouble, but also nice and quiet in here. Can't really complain.
Finally, it's actually a Fortress of Solitude again.
Yeah.
But no, he flies off and like bursts through Lex Luthor's door and flips over his desk and is like, "Where's the dog?" And Eve, who's like Lex's girlfriend, / assistant.
Let's talk about that for a second, huh? What's going on with those two?
You know, sometimes ain't it fun to hang out?
I mean,
Sometimes
listen,
ain't it fun to hang out?
I think it's pretty obvious that Lex Luthor, believing that he is the superior Ubermensch, like the whose intelligence is vital to the human race, is like, I need to impregnate as many women as possible.
Yeah.
There it is.
Even though my penis is so fucked up.
But then...
This is the wrong Luther's peen. Come on now.
But then why hasn't he not impregnated her?
Maybe he's getting around. Maybe he's too busy with Superman. He's like, you know, he's like, when my Superman plans are over, I'm going to go back to all the impregnation.
That makes sense.
But until then, he's so thinking about Superman makes him so mad that he can't even get his little fucked up penis up.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
What if he had the engineer use like robot parts to do it? You know?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because she's got nanotechnology and stuff. I feel like she could help him with his penis, not in like a sexual way, in like a facilitating it way.
Maybe that's just too awkward to ask anyone about.
You're like, engineer, I know I replaced all your body with nanites to help me kill Superman. Something you don't seem to want to do, or I don't really know. It doesn't matter.
No, she does. She's at one point when he's like monologuing about how much he hates Superman. She's like, "Yeah, man, I know. I also hate Superman. It's fine."
Oh yeah. Oh, she has her line there is insane. I can't remember it exactly, but it's like, I know, Lex. I turned my whole body into robot parts so you could kill Superman with it or something. It's like, yeah, he knows. He's met you before, probably.
I also love in that fight, just to go back to that for a second, at one point, like, someone shows up behind her, and instead of turning around, she, like, arches her back, so, like, she's doing, what do you call that? Like a bridge? When you're back, and then she nanites her whole body so that her body position flips, so that instead of, like, doing a handstand, she's standing up, and it's like, it would have been so much less time and energy to just turn around.
But she's still wearing the stupid leather suit. What? We remaking that for our own fun? Like,
yeah, that's part of it.
Just have liquid metal body. But whatever. I'm not in charge of her. I like that she throws buzzsaws and stuff. That's cool.
That is cool.
Pretty cool. And Lex Luthor doesn't even give a shit, and he lets one go right by his face. He doesn't know how that works, though, right? What if she just accidentally chopped his head off? He's fucked. He's over. You know,
he's doing calculations in his head, precisely figuring out the angle, Nando. So he's like, if I walk right here, it'll go right past me.
Or it's a clone.
Because of how cool and big his brain is.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, I think
that's where the analogy is always going to fall apart with Lex Luthor. He's actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess I just never understood what the girlfriends were for in any of the movies. And this is the first one where I feel like she is explicitly his girlfriend, as opposed to just like the woman on the team who kind of is there, you know?
Right.
Like, in the other Supermans, I'm like, is she fucking Lex? I really don't know. But this one's the first one where I'm like, I think they definitely are. Or like, he has her around for some reason. And yeah, pretty cool. This actor,
pretty cool.
I think she's like a model or something.
I don't know.
She's okay.
I don't know who the actress is.
Her name is Sarah Sampaio.
I think she is funny in the scenes where she needs to be funny.
I agree.
Yeah.
The Jimmy scene is really good, where they have their rendezvous. Like, that's fantastic.
Yeah. We're probably about there now.
We're getting there. 1 second.
Yeah.
So he yells at Lex Luthor that this clip goes viral because Eve is recording it. And they were like, oh, Superman unhinged, yelling about a dog. Mm-hmm. The only wild animal is Superman. Which isn't how this would go, because our whole planet is dog deranged.
Yeah.
So people would be like, he cares about a dog. That must mean he's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Also, everyone wouldn't turn on Superman immediately. I feel like everyone would just like entrench in their own position. If you hated Superman, you hated him more.
Yeah.
If you like Superman, you'd be like, I love Superman. This is doctored or fake or whatever.
Probably. But you know who definitely has his priors confirmed on this one?
Oh.
Little guy named Peacemaker.
Whoa!
yeah,
Whoa.
he's in this.
Yeah, he's in a talk show saying like, yeah, I always knew Superman was stupid because he's always like, I don't want to kill people, and that's dumb.
Good point, Peacemaker.
I love this
Great
cameo.
point.
I thought this was so funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't part of one of the seasons of Peacemaker, or like the first season, that he didn't want to kill people anymore?
Yeah. I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a point where he's supposed to kill someone with a sniper rifle, and he says, like, I don't want to do murders exclusively.
Well, you're conflating two different scenes, but yes.
It's true.
No, yeah, he doesn't want to do murders anymore. I think he still, though, takes issue with the whole idea of like it is always morally wrong to kill someone sort of philosophy, which is what he's expounding on here.
That makes sense. I feel like that's never been Superman's philosophy, though. That's something I find a little strange. It's Batman's philosophy. I feel like Superman would kill someone if he had to. He's going to chuck somebody else into a black hole pretty soon.
No, I guess that's true.
Was that a person, though?
That's also, true. Meanwhile, there's a big old fight going on in the background through the glass window of his apartment. Yeah. And
it's fun.
Just happening. But Lois is there, and they have a little talk where he's like, it's not true. And she's like, I never thought it was true. Or rather, I never heard the second part. And she's like, yeah, I never thought you were making a slave harem.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I got to go turn myself in because then maybe I can find the dog. And she's like, damn. They have a big hug. Also, he implies that maybe the Justice Gang is fighting Mr. Mixie Spitlick right now.
Yeah, it's an imp from another dimension.
A dimensional imp.
I'd have to assume he's a different guy than just a big circle.
Presumably.
Gilbert Godfrey or something again. R.I.P.
Probably
CGI one of him, like Nicolas Cage in The Flash.
Mm-hmm. Must be.
But yeah, that is interesting. Mm-hmm. I remember when they put out that scene, or like that shot of him because that was the first shot we saw of Superman in the costume.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, ooh, what's happening in that scene? Nothing. Like, other stuff's happening, but not in Superman's part of the scene. I think that's pretty cool.
It is funny. But yeah, he flies off and he turns himself in, and looks like the government has greenlit all of Luthor's stuff because he gets arrested by Ultraman.
Yeah, they give him a pretty rough right into the concrete, Yeah,
slam him down in the concrete, handcuff him, and yeah, I mean, this is what would happen.
Well, they don't have to read him his rights because he doesn't have rights.
Yeah.
Yes, the courts decided that aliens don't have human rights.
Yep.
So we don't have to listen to anything in the Miranda rights, the Geneva Convention, or nothing.
Yeah, what's that thing that we take away from people all the time now?
Habeas corpus.
Human rights?
Due process. He doesn't have due process either. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, and because you're so powerful, we have farmed out your imprisonment and interrogation to Luthor Corp. Or Planet Watch is what they call
Planet Watch, yeah.
So they take him to the encampment that we saw the Hammer of Arabia go to, and they bring him through the portal. And Lex has set up a whole weird glass sphere with Metamorpho and a weird monster man who throws a switch for him for some reason.
Hell yeah, Mr. Handsome. That guy's in it.
Metamorpho? We love
Metamorpho? You mean the Element Man?
I was going to say, Lex does call him the Element Man in this.
He says he can metamorphose anything, though, so gets a little Metamorpho in there.
He has gone by both names, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. What else is in the fort or in the prison thing?
Well, so Lex takes us through the dimension as Metamorpho turns his hand into kryptonite, so Superman can't use his powers.
Oh,
damn.
Got him.
And we go through everything, and we see first his Lex's room full of a million monkeys at a million keyboards, making all the bad social media posts about how Superman sucks.
Goodness me. Hashtag super shit, am I right, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when it was like, oh, is Superman a popular figure or not? Don't worry about it. He is. The monkeys are faking it. Everyone likes him.
Yeah, there's no genuine hate for him in any way.
I have to say, I loved this because it is so stupid.
Oh yeah, it's great. And also what Luther would do in 2025, I believe. I'm like, yeah, I believe that Luther would do
this. This is a Silver Age plot line brought into 2025.
Yeah. Which, like, cool.
Of instead of just, like, he set up a bunch of bots, it's like he has, like, monkeys with computers wired to their brains typing at hate messages onto Twitter all day.
X, the everything app.
Yeah, excuse me. Lex, the everything app.
Lex,
you nailed it.
Although actually Lex is a completely different app.
That's true.
But yeah, they also go through the thing from Cabin in the Woods where all the monsters are kept. Except it's not monsters, it's regular people.
Oh no!
Lex has his whole extrajudicial interdimensional prison where governments pay him to lock up political dissidents, and he also just puts ex-girlfriends he doesn't like in there.
Actually crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's down impregnating them. He should impregnate.
Yeah, he doesn't have a secret harem.
Again, as long as Superman is here, he's so mad that Superman exists that you know what? Why don't we just? I have a name for this one. A T-sphere slice to just talk about Lex's character generally and his motivations. So I'm just gonna. And it's called "You Want to Fuck Me So Bad It Makes You Look Stupid."
Wow.
Lex hates Superman so much because he wants to be him so bad.
He does.
Yeah, it's true. He does.
I like that he admits it too at the end of the movie.
Where he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm not stupid, but I should be envious because I'm the coolest, smartest guy, and you're just some alien who has superpowers, and everyone loves you for that when they should love me, the coolest, smartest guy."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Soon, my haters will be my waiters at the table of success."
Yeah, that's true. And then he takes the interdimensional rift to Turkey or whatever. Where does he usually go?
But no, I do want to talk about this a little bit because, I mean, this is the classic Lex motivation. This is like very comic book standard for him. But I feel like the articulation of it in this movie is both really good and also kind of similar to the way that Baravia, like we watch it now and it was like, oh, it's Israel, feels really true to life to our billionaires, where they want us to think they're cool so fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it like makes them mad that other people are cool and they're not.
That's true.
How do we fix that? How do we fix this problem with billionaires wanting to be cool and they're not?
I have a solution, but I can't say it in a public forum.
Cool.
It's about 20 feet tall. Part of it involves a string. I'm not really sure what the string does. It makes the rest of it go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we should probably have Superman just throw them all into the sun or something. If that was an option, I would take that one too.
He wouldn't do that though.
You know what? You know what? I'm going to be magnanimous here.
Oh.
I'm going to offer a compromise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is we tax them so much that it's impossible to be a billionaire.
Oh, shit. Diggins, you can't do that. That's socialism and we would all die or whatever.
Yeah, they'll take the sun option, please. The sun with all the money. If, what should we do with our billionaires besides all those good suggestions we made?
Oh, I got an idea. We take all the money from the poor people and give it to the rich people.
Oh, yeah.
We're already doing that, DJ.
giving them food.
We're in
and
the
stuff.
process of that right now.
Yeah, I think it might work out, right?
Well, yeah, but now you're talking about poor people. Let's take it from everybody else too.
Ooh,
Let's get everybody in on the action.
All of us. Everyone who's not
Right
a
up.
billionaire is to give
Send it
billionaires money.
right up the pyramid to the top of the pyramid, baby. Until
then
there's
it'll-
one guy with all the money and everybody gets a zero.
But then it'll
Yep,
trickle
that's the
down
end goal.
back to us. We'll get it
Yeah.
from them.
Maybe it'll be me. You never know. You know,
Oh,
you gotta believe.
It won't. You crazy.
Either you're a guy with zero money or a future guy with all the money. And then that'd be pretty cool.
But anyway, Nando, this movie shows us what we need to do, which is if you're just able to expose their crimes to the public, then, social opprobrium in the justice system will take care of everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen this world in like a week. You know,
That's true.
it's
I was
very likely that
thinking
he is out on the street, baby.
I was thinking, like, I mean, we're in full spoilers here. As they're like arresting him at the end of the movie, I'm like, the next one is the president storyline, isn't it?
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. And then but also we don't know who the president is in this universe. Obviously, we don't. It's not him. Yeah, I feel like if he had a friendly president to him, he could just get a big pardon for this, right?
Yeah.
Probably a federal
Yeah, I think
crime,
so.
trying to kill the world and stuff with a black hole.
Yeah, I'd say it's not
Probably.
great. Not great.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the movie. So Lex throws Superman in the prison, and we find out that Metamorpho is cooperating because on the prison cell right across from Superman's, he's got a guy who pays there to be pays him to be there 24/7, I guess, holding
Yeah.
Metamorpho's son Joey, and just
From
being
the
like,
hit
"I'm
TV
gonna."
show Joey?
You would think, but actually, it's just a little weird green baby.
Did everybody try telling baby Joey that everything's going to be all right? You know, it's
Hey.
all right now.
Yeah, everything's
I mean,
all
Superman
right
probably
now.
said that to him at some
It's gonna
point, right?
walk
It's all
tall.
right now.
Yeah.
It's all right now.
Also, Crypto is there, trapped in a simulation of flying squirrels.
Mm.
This one's cruel. This one I'm like, you've got too far, Luthor.
You're right. DJ was like, kill him now. Put the farmers
No,
down.
Stop it.
When
you.
Luthor suggested that, he was like, this is fair punishment for dog.
This is what dogs deserve.
Yeah.
It's in dog jail.
Mhm.
So Superman is trapped, and Lois is trying to figure out where he is. She's contacting people all over the government, and she's like, I don't know where they brought him. And so Jimmy's like, oh, fine. And he texts someone called Mutant Toes, and immediately finds out that Superman's in an extra-dimensional prison.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And Lois is like, how'd you find that out? And he's like, Dove, I don't want to talk about it, but it's bad. And then we see him stuck in the streets at night, passing through some ladies of the evening.
Oh ho ho. By the way, we didn't mention it yet, but Jimmy Olsen has like full riz in this movie.
Jimmy Olsen always has full riz, DJ.
All right, well, they make it very apparent in this movie how
Except
much
for
full
that one
riz
time he
is.
got shot by the terrorists in the beginning of Batman v Superman.
Yeah, other
Or
than
if he
that
does,
time.
it doesn't work on terrorists.
Yeah, he walks down an alley, gets pulled in, and it's Eve.
Wow.
Apparently they
Teschmacher.
used to... Yeah, Eve Teschmacher. Apparently they used to date, and she's still kind of obsessed with him. And he clearly is not into it, but he is tolerating it for the sake of getting info on Lex Luthor. So she's like, so if I help you bring down Lex, then we can be together? And he's like, oh, that's a thing that could happen.
Oh, real quick, my T-Sphere is bugging out. Bing, 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 bong, bong, bong. It just says lying, the best superpower.
It's true.
Just lie to her, Jimmy. Whatever. You know, got to get through this week. You know, save Superman's life. When she's like, "Oh, can we go on campus?" Sure, whatever. You know,
Yeah, whatever
see
you
what
want,
happens.
honey.
Maybe we go, but also maybe if we don't do that, Superman gets his head cut off by fucking Hammer Brovey or whatever. So let her. She doesn't seem like she's super bright, so I don't think she's gonna start picking holes in this plan.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of
Works out for
follow-ups,
her.
right?
Yeah. I don't even think it's not great, but I wouldn't even say it's unethical at this point. She's holding this over his head. If anything, it's more ethical for him to lie. So I think that Jimmy, he doesn't seem like he's like a good guy either. he seems like he sucks, or like he's like a fuckboy, right? Like,
Yeah,
he has all these women he doesn't call back. He seems to be ghosting. At the same time, like, well, then why don't you just do that now? You know, but I don't know. Pretty weird.
But yeah, she is like, I'll say if I find anything on Lex, I'll send you. And also, in a display of intelligence that she does not often get in this movie, he's like, why don't you just leave Lex? He sounds horrible. And she's like, well, he put his last girlfriend in an interdimensional prison, so.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know what? Good point.
I think she also says that, like, she has to hide because Lex searches the traffic cameras for her or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's why Jimmy's like, you should really leave him.
It's wild.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, so he's found that out, and then so Lois goes to the Justice Gang and is like, we got to go save Superman. And they're like, I don't know. Mr. Terrific's tracked where he disappeared, and he's like, even if he was dead, I would still see him. So they did something that backs up the interdimensional prison theory. And she's like, he's your friend, and you've got to save him. And they're like,
Yeah. Guy Gardner specifically is like, I took an oath. And then everybody's like, the oath doesn't have that in it. It's like, well, tell us the oath then. It's like 4 lines, right? It's the Green Lantern oath. I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say stay away from Barovia or whatever. So just do whatever the fuck you want. You're Guy Gardner. Pretty sure the oath doesn't say kill kaijus at all costs either, but you do it. So I don't know.
I mean, Hawkgirl in that scene does specifically call out, like, he just says that when he doesn't want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
So she leaves mad, but Mr. Terrific comes out and he's like, no, I'll help you. And they fly off to the encampment. And he has a cool fight scene where he beats up all the super soldiers with his T-spheres.
His T-spheres.
And it's set to a pop song because it's still a James Gunn movie.
Yeah, it's basically the Yondu little pop scene.
Set to a existing song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this was the most
upbeat song or something, I guess is how to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw the Guardians Yondu scene, you saw this one.
Yeah.
It is just that. Which, like, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. It's cool.
Yeah.
So then Mr. Terrific turns on the portal and they go inside and they're like, whoa, this is fucked up. Mr. Terrific's like, damn, even just opening a thing like this has the potential to like rip reality apart and destroy the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Superman, Lex comes to interrogate Superman with the falafel guy from the beginning of the movie.
Oh my god.
And he's like,
and his good friend DC Netanyahu is there too.
Yeah. And he's like, I just brought him to watch because he hates you. And we have found out at this point that the two of them are in league together. And when DC Netanyahu invades DC Palestine, then Luthor gets half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of those things where I'm like, that it feels so on the nose on account of like there were plans where it's like he would,
yeah,
maybe certain guys would get certain plots of land in certain deals that were floated.
In a different version of this movie that's like kind of worse, there would even be like a mock-up of the hotel that'll be on the beachfront property in New Lexoria or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then they would have to take that out because it's too
in the Kingsman 2 version of this.
Yeah, in the Kingsman 2 version. God, that is exactly what it would be.
But yeah, so he's like, tell us how you're gonna make a slave harem, and he's like, I'm not. So Lex Luthor does Russian roulette with the falafel guy and kills him on the second go, and not appropriate for the scene. But when he's like, "Oh, I didn't think it would be that short," I laughed out loud.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because Superman cries, and it's like, yeah, of course he cries.
Yeah, like I felt it was an effective scene in being like Superman is like really upset about this, and Metamorpho gets really upset about it. But also that line was funny, and Nicholas Hoult said it in a funny way.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He does good acting.
And that Barovian guy laughed at it. He was having a ball. He just jizzed in his little pants that whole time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
executing guys, cool.
I mean, listen, like we said, he's DC Netanyahu, and this guy's name is Malik, right? So, like,
he's been waiting a long
week
time
and
for
sells
this.
falafel. I think you can make some assumptions that
That's true.
DC Netanyahu, maybe specifically doesn't mind seeing this guy get killed.
That's true. But then who does Lex say he's going to bring next?
Maybe that reporter you always talk to, Clark Kent.
Clark Kent.
I feel like it's like a joke, right? Kind of like, but I feel like we don't get a line where Clark Kent goes or Superman goes like, no, like Batman, Adam West does in the Batman movie, because they do that in that too.
In the previous Justice Gang scene, that's where Guy Gardner says that he has hypno glasses that make you think his face looks different. And that's why the people don't recognize Clark Kent, which is a thing that was true in the Silver Age.
But also, is it true here? Does he actually have them?
I mean, Lois is like, yes, I know about the glasses, so I think it is true.
That's crazy. Did he invent them?
I don't know.
Did they come in the pod? Did the robots invent them?
The robots, yeah. I invent a robot. I can't invent hypnospecs, but I can invent a robot that can make them.
Did Dr. Fate just come out of Portal? It's like, you don't know who I am. Just fucking take these. It's part of my whole thing. Just fucking shut up.
That seems like a Constantine thing. He'd be like, hey, bitch, here's some specs, and then give them to him. Go fuck yourself. Flick the cigarette at him. Walk through a portal. Also, in that scene, I just want to say in the Justice Gang scene, I really like how Hawk Girl just doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah, relatable.
Very relatable. I would assume this has something to do with her experience in Madam Web. How she's just like, my character sits on the couch the whole time.
Because it is Isabella Merced.
Yeah, she's been through it. This is like the hall of misfit toys right here. You get Darwin from the X-Men movie that everyone hates. Not that everyone hates, but his part is always brought up as sucks. Her from Madam Web obviously sucks. And then what's Nathan Fillion's bad one of these? Has he ever been in one of these that's bad? He's been in so much stuff. He has to be in some like really shitty superhero movie.
I mean, he's been in a bunch of the animated stuff.
Yeah, but those are all
I don't know. He's been.
Yeah, which one was actually bad though? Yeah.
Other than the Suicide Squad, which is good, I don't know that he's been in any live action things.
It's true. He was Headpool in Deadpool and Wolverine, but we liked that too.
Oh, some people did.
We liked it. He was in Destiny 2, Beyond Light as Cade 6. Obviously. So that one probably. And he's also he's the Rookie. We all love the Rookie.
We love the Rookie.
And Castle. We all love Castle.
And Castle. I mean, listen, those are big shows. They've both gone on for like more seasons than almost every show I've ever liked. So fuck it. Maybe I'm the stupid one, Oh no, it's Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. That's the thing that he's atoning for in this scene.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good.
All right. But yeah, Metamorpho's really upset because he let a guy die, and he's like, "You said you could save my son." So he turns off the kryptonite, but Superman's still weak because there's no sun here. And that's S-U-N, not S-O-N. There is an S-O-N here. Joey from the TV show. Joey. Yeah. Exactly. So Element Man is like, well, I can't exactly make a sun, but I can make something like a sun.
So say you can make a sun. Yeah, same thing. You can make a sun.
Hey, Metamorpho, he doesn't need the sun because it's big. He needs it because it's sun, So
it just seems like he made a sun.
Yeah.
Metamorpho is traditionally like insanely overpowered because like Atom Man, they gave him a power that's like when you think about it can do just about anything.
Yeah, it's funny because there are a couple of those in these, and it's like, yeah, they just did that.
Or Molecule Man is what I meant.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one, Firestar. Or is that his name?
Firestorm,
yeah, who is in these and also could kind of invent anything from whatever if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
But anyway, so he makes a little mini sun. Superman gets superpowers back, busts out the cage, saves Joey, leaves everyone else in prison for now. Saves Crypto, and they start escaping, but Superman's got to hold a baby because When Metamorpho is like elementized, he can't hold anybody.
Which, why? Fucking why?
Good point, considering later he does. Like, sometimes he's elementized and he's just a head, but other times he seems to have, like, hands and shit.
What did you guys think of this part with the baby? Because I didn't love it.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, sorry, my T-Sphere is shaking. It just says, E.T. Hammers meme. This is Baby Joey shit, man. Let's be real, guys. Baby Joey's weird as fuck. Like, it could just be a human baby. It didn't need to have alien proportions as well, and also like weird skin and shit.
No, I love that he's a weird little alien.
But yeah, this I think is the worst part of the movie. Not the Baby Joey stuff, obviously great. All the shit in here where they're flying around and doing stuff just
it's
doesn't
awful.
Look good.
It's
fine.
So
you know, it's okay, but yeah, it is not as good as the rest of this.
I don't feel like they do as much with it as I would have liked, but I do like the idea of Superman has to do a fight while he's also holding and protecting a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was just too much, like the fucking proton river. It's the whole
excuse you,
CGI.
DJ. It's an anti-proton river.
Shut the fuck up. The holding the baby. It's so CGI. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
There was a lot going on because the river, and then also the background.
The baby's
was
crying,
weird.
like
baby's crying. That sucks. It's almost as bad as dog. The dog's around for this too. Oh my god, the scene sucks. No, but then yeah, and he's drowning in the river and stuff. And Metamorpho's like, here's one thing about Metamorpho. This, I feel like I forgot about this. By the way, I don't really like this Metamorpho very much. But beyond that, I think it's super weird that like he turns into like floaty bullshit and he's like kind of smoke, and then he does gas on guys. Right? Do you remember what he is the next time we see him?
He's like an octopus man.
No, well, there's that. He also has like a rocket body or something. Not like a Metamorpho, but like a cartoon rocket. Do you remember? Like, I'm like, that's not how he works.
Maybe remember.
That's how Plastic Man works or something. But like, where'd he get this shit from? And also, I assume this guy is relatively new. Otherwise, some of you would have heard of him before, right? Like, he would be Superman, would be like, oh, Metamorpho, or oh, that adventurer who went missing. Especially since he's like a kind of famous character in universe before he gets metamorphosed. He's like Indiana Jones. So yeah, Metamorpho. You could totally fly and hold Baby Joe. You could make yourself into a rocket ship. But yeah, it's weird.
Oh, another reason they all escape, and Mr. Terrific has a T-Sphere that Crypto keeps catching them. But he has one of them guide them back to the portal, and they all get through right before a bunch of crystals close it shut forever because the portal's unstable.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific's like, I need to stay here and make sure this portal doesn't destroy the Earth. He needs to go rest. So Lois takes the Mr. Terrific jet and flies him to Kansas, back home with Ma and Pa Kent.
Aww.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's in his childhood bed, and Lois is looking around, and Ma and Pa Kent are like, oh, he's our boy. And the next morning he wakes up, and he's out in the field looking at the cows, and Crypto playing with them, and eating his cereal, and he's kind of sad. So Pa Kent comes out to talk to him and gives him sage advice about how his parents, even if his parents wanted him to be Earth's dictator with a slave harem, you know, the fact that he didn't do that and instead chose to be a good and kind person who helps people is more important than what they wanted for him. And parents don't get to decide what their children are. A message that I think also stealth upset a lot of conservatives.
I liked it a lot. I thought it was very good.
Oh, I thought it was really good.
Well,
and I thought this was a...
I was going to say, DJ likes it until his kid rejects his harem, and then he's like, this movie has
Oh my god, I'll be
ideas.
so mad.
Yeah.
That's going to be a brutal one to get through.
And once again, Pa Kent gets through a whole scene without ever recommending that a whole school bus full of children should die.
Give him another movie, Diggins.
Yeah.
One more movie, and then he'll be like, actually, I know I said a lot to you, but actually that school bus of children, just, forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think this is a very sweet scene, and I liked it a lot. But then on the news, they see that Boravia is getting ready to do some genocide, and the Jandahar Ians are like...
Is it poor? I feel like it's something poor, but I can't remember what.
Jen Harper, you're right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The Jen Harperians are like lined up near the border and are like, we don't want you here, but not like an army, just like regular people.
Yeah, like they got like pots and pans and shit to go fight the big giant mecha tank, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
good luck, guys.
Like a big army full of Luthor Corp weaponry and state of the art. And people are going around saying, that's the Boravian army, the most moral army on Earth, about to gun down these civilians.
Mm-hmm.
And so Superman's like, I got to go save them. But Mr. Terrific calls. And he's like, there's a hole in reality here. Because Luthor, we see him be like, open up the portal, even though it's messed up now. Because if we create a rip in reality, then Superman will have to come here. And we could kill him. And all those guys are like, I don't know if we should potentially destroy the Earth. And he's like, do it. So they do. And so Mr. Terrific's like, you got to come here and fix this, help me fix this rift, because this could destroy the whole planet. So he flies off to Metropolis, which has been evacuated. And he saves a woman from getting crushed by a building. And then he goes flying around, but Ultraman and Engineer beat him up. And she starts choking him with nanites, filling his lungs up with nanites so he can't breathe and he'll suffocate.
Pretty good.
Yep,
good plan.
I'd say so. This probably...
I mean, actually, bad plan.
Right,
doesn't make any sense, but sure. Pretty sure Superman can fly in space, but whatever. I guess he needs to breathe air now. If you say so, movie.
What was this? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, they do say...
It didn't end up working, so, he was trying to do his best.
On the one hand, they say that he doesn't need to breathe for a long time if he has air in his lungs. But on the other hand, if you have air in your lungs in the vacuum of space, then you violently decompress. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Fuck it. It doesn't matter.
But hey, speaking of space, he flies Ultraman and the Engineer up into like the vacuum of space and then plummets back down to Earth. And the sheer force of it knocks Engineer unconscious.
Killing them both. Wait,
nope, they're both fine.
Was that? Oh, my bad. Yeah. Okay.
Engineer's unconscious because she's made entirely out of nanites. So I guess that means she's fine, but she can't do stuff right now.
I think nanites have an impact limit. I don't think it's so infinite.
I mean, it is true that the smaller something is, the more it is more resistant it is to.
Okay, but they definitely have terminal velocity. Like they fucking got like obliterated.
And also, like, what is she? Like,
what are any
is she
of us?
Just like a little computer program the nanites are held together by? Like, if you have one nanite, do you still have her?
Yeah, she's like Wolverine.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it usually helps if she has a body, like they do in the comics. But hey, whatever. She's all dead now for the end of the movie. I mean, I do think she just fully dies, right? Like, she doesn't, but like the Earth explodes that she's next to. They don't get her. So I don't know how she got out of this one. But wait a second. Ultraman's helmet is broken or something.
Oh, yeah. So,
oh my gosh.
Also, Luthor had a little radio installed so he can tell Superman how much he hates him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. Little Teddy Ruxpin outfit for fucking Ultraman.
And so Ultraman takes off his helmet and it's David Cornsweet. He's a clone.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in enough things to recognize him immediately with different haircut.
Yeah, I was like, was that Henry Cavill? Ooh.
It seems like it might as well be him.
But yeah, so Superman's like, you cloned me. And Luthor's like, yeah. That's how you got in the Fortress of Solitude, because of my DNA. My dino DNA.
Yeah.
So then Luthor starts shouting out commands that like the beginning of the movie, like they coordinate Ultraman fighting him. So he beats him up. And another thing I liked, he's doing that, and he's also yelling about how much he fucking hates Superman and how much he wants Superman to die. And this whole thing wasn't really a plot to get half the land of Jaharpur, but instead was a plot to kill Superman.
Oh,
yeah.
Because of all the stuff we said before about how he's so jealous, and he's like, people like you just because you're an alien, but really you're just a symbol of how we're weak and you're strong, and we've got to prove that humans are cool and good by killing you.
That's right. So this part of the movie for me, while cool, I didn't love. Because
really?
This is the part where Lex Luthor goes, hey, remember how that war was unjust because it was? I did it. I made it unjust to trick you into getting involved. Next time one of these starts, if I'm not involved, maybe you don't get involved. Who knows? Like, remember how this was a moral dilemma? I assume this is not really that anymore.
I didn't feel that way about it. Both because I didn't feel that second part where it's like, you don't need to be involved if it's not Lex Luthor, but also because I didn't feel like what he was saying is, I completely engineered this geopolitical crisis from nothing. I felt like what he was saying is, I gave Baravia the tools to start the geopolitical crisis that they wanted to so that I could do this. Like, it didn't feel to me like he was saying, like, this would never have happened without me. What he was saying was, like, you know, I put events into motion, but, like, there were, like, you know, the DC Netanyahu does hate the DC Palestinians and does want them to die.
I guess. I think it's bad. I was interested in the question of should Superman intervene in wars, especially ones that are, like, one-sided, where, like, the bad guys are going to shoot them with tanks and all they have is, you know, forks and knives and whatever. And, like, I think by having DC Netanyahu step through the portal and laugh about shooting somebody with a gun, it makes the whole, like, should we stop him a lot more of, like, a yes, because he's a bad guy. He was there in the portal room, and he's been working with Lex Luthor this whole time. And I feel like this movie doesn't really make a case for whether Superman should do that in the future, unless it's like the bad guys are doing it. Like, I feel like you could just...
Sorry, you go.
I was just saying, you could have this happen without Lex Luthor, and then it'd be more interesting. But then the movie would have to decide whether Superman should morally intervene in wars, and the movie doesn't want to do that, I don't think.
I feel like the movie actually does have somewhat of a response to your question in the movie, which is the part in the interview where Lois is trying to be like, well, but he's, Baravia says it wants to do this. And Clark just, like, paused the recording and is like, Lois, I mean, we both know that they're awful people who want to do horrible things because that's just what they want. And she's like, yeah, but I have to pretend that's not true. And so it's like, I feel like the movie in that moment is saying, like, yeah, like, he's evil, but, like, we know that before he ever steps through that portal. Sorry, you go.
No, you go ahead.
So, like, yes, they have him conspire with Luthor, and so it becomes like an obvious moral question, or like an obvious answer to the moral question. But I think part of the movie is being like, in the moral dimension, like, yes, there is an obvious answer to this question. What is happening here is obviously wrong and needs to be stopped.
See, then I feel like then does Superman involve himself in any other wars? Is he going to go to Russia or Ukraine and stop that war?
The movie also implies that might be happening because...
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, because I feel like Superman can't do that. I don't know. That feels anti-Superman to me. because I feel like there's other superheroes in the universe that do that, and Superman just kind of sets a good example. But the idea that like he is an extra governmental force that ends wars, I feel like is like extra weird in a universe where the Authority is eventually going to exist, when they are an extra governmental force of superheroes that exist to end wars. But like they just do it on their own. I don't know. It just doesn't feel. It just doesn't feel like right. Or like I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean,
Like
I do understand what you're saying. I don't know. For me in the moment, it still worked because it felt like the moral clarity of it is intentional.
Yeah,
But
I guess
like
my other moral clarity issue comes with Hawk Girl in this next scene, where she kills DC Netanyahu. That feels like something Superman wouldn't be cool with, and the movie never addresses it. Superman,
I was
as far as we
also
know,
a little
does not find out.
Yeah.
I was also a little like, I don't know about that part.
It's weird. But I guess it's why all of that's tied up together kind of for me. In this, like, what should characters be doing to these guys? It's not like, I don't know. I feel like the movie thinks it has inspired these characters to do the right thing, but I don't know if it has. Or, like, what the decision would be.
Is it because we don't understand the motivation for why the Justice Gang decides to help out at the end?
I mean, we
I
understand the
feel like
motivation.
we fully understand the motivation.
I think we understand the motivation. I don't think we understand what the Justice Gang believes in or does or anything about that.
Sure.
Because are they a more severe force than Superman? Is it the corporate nature of the Justice Gang that makes them act this way? Is it just that they're all kind of dicks? Metamorpho isn't a dick, but definitely Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl are in like this universe.
Yeah.
And like, I think a movie like I guess the problem is they don't really stand for anything in this movie outside of just like other superheroes, but they don't really seem to exist to contrast Superman in any interesting way. They're just kind of also there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, I feel like in that first fight, they are more violent and less concerned with the collateral damage, which one could take as a subtle dig at the Snyderverse movies if one felt so inclined.
Yeah, he wouldn't let a building get hit. Yes, everyone's like, "You guys all right?" Like,
yeah, I guess then there's that. But then when he's like, we should go fight a war, and they're like, we don't do that though. Like, we have oaths and stuff. It just, I don't know. The Justice Gang, I feel like, needs like some more clarification to work in this movie. But because I think you could get away with just not having them if you just have Mr. Terrific also there.
Interesting.
They don't like do anything.
Well, they do at this end point.
Yeah, they provide,
something I kind of skipped over, but we already sort of talked about, is that Superman can't go to stop the Baravians, but we see other people watching this happen, and the people calling out for Superman, and those people include Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl and Metamorpho. And they feel so moved to action that they show up and they stop the Baravian army, which right before they show up and stop, we're literally about to shoot a child.
He had a flag. It was a dangerous flag that said Superman on it. So,
you're right.
You got to do something about that.
So they are sort of important for this part where they save the day on that part of things. But like you said, also Hawkgirl then kills the president, and I'm like, oh, that feels where like we maybe stepped over the line a little bit, Hawkgirl.
A little much.
Yeah, and it's just because the movie kind of treats it like sick. Yeah, and I think it's like the shot of like it's a match cut to that to like Lex Luthor dropping an Alka-Seltzer in a cup or something like that, right? Like it's even
it's not. It's
somebody's.
It's the it's the reporter guy, the sports reporter.
Oh, right, because he died when the jet flew off the building, even though he was in it, but he didn't have a seatbelt on, so he rattled around in it a bunch. And his brain exploded.
Speaking of them, I kind of skipped over them. Eve sends a bunch of selfies to Jimmy right before she gets caught by Ultraman and sent to the interdimensional prison. And Jimmy's like, this is useless, but Lois looks at them and notices that there are documents and maps and all the proof they need against Luthor in the background of all the selfies.
Wow.
So while Metropolis is like falling apart and they get into Mr. Terrific's jet and are flying around, they're also writing the story and publishing it online so that they can tell everyone about Luthor's evil business dealings. Meanwhile, Superman has a big fight with clone Superman, Ultraman, where Luthor yells about his deal and like screams at him. And Nicholas Holt's really good at this. You really feel like he's just hates Superman so much he can't even think about anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really is good at that.
I like that he's still doing his little work. He's still doing the fight, and he's like writing down numbers and handing them to people because he's that good at this, whatever this is.
Yeah, that was cool. But Superman eventually outsmarts him because he gets Crypto. He whistles for Crypto and gets Crypto to destroy all the floating cameras like he destroyed the T-Spheres earlier. So Luthor can't give guidance to Ultraman anymore. He fights him and then flips him over and he falls into a black hole in the middle of the dimensional rift. And he's gone forever, probably.
Brain beats brawn.
Brain beats brawn. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, this isn't Bizarro, right? But like, it kind of is, but like, not as much as you would need for it to actually be Bizarro for it to be Bizarro.
I feel like it will be, right?
I mean, he's ended up in the parallel universe with anti-protons and all this stuff, and it's got the weird crystals that he's sometimes kind of made out of.
That's true.
Yeah. I feel like we'll get there.
We might. But yeah, so Luthor tries to escape, but Superman shows up and stops him.
Sick move, by the way. It's like, oh, Luthor's going to get the portal. Superman's like, boom! It's a great move.
And Superman's like, Luthor, you just don't get it. I'm not just some alien. I'm human too, and I have to do the same things other humans do, and like I make mistakes, and I got to try to learn from them, and that's why people like me is because I'm human.
I take massive shits just like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Super shits, we call them.
Dog, just like everyone else. Random dog owner.
And Luthor is like, I don't care, but then Crypto grabs him and beats him up a little bit.
Yep, to prove that the dog does just whatever the fuck it wants, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And Superman's like, he's a good dog. I like him.
Good boy.
What a good dog.
Then Mr. Terrific shows up. Mr. Terrific shows up and is like, I'm going to shut down the portal, and I don't need anybody's help because I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Now,
and he does
Mr. Terrific flies in on the dog, right?
Yes.
Okay. There was a scene that they shot where Mr. Terrific was trying to get the attention of a dog with dog treats or something that I could have sworn was in this movie, but it's not. But I feel like it was a commercial. Nope. But looking back, I'm like, I bet that would have led into this. But they just didn't bother with it because who cares?
Yeah, you don't need it. So yeah, he shuts down the portal and the rift closes and Metropolis is saved, as is the entire planet Earth.
Woohoo!
And Luthor's like, yeah, it's stupid. The government still hired me to kill you, Superman, so it doesn't matter. But then they turn on the news where the breaking story, Luthor conspired with foreign enemies to do a bunch of evil stuff. And everyone's like, oh, he's a bad guy. Even the right-wing show he went on earlier that's like kind of, I don't know, like a Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is like, Luthor looks like he's pretty bad, actually. And Maxwell Lord's like, even the liberals and conservatives can all agree Lex Luthor sucks.
That would never happen in a billion years.
Yeah,
Nope.
no way. There's no way. There's no way that the right-wing guy isn't like, this is fake news.
Yeah.
Luthor's a cool guy and Superman's an alien.
Mm-hmm. We should stop talking about Lex Luthor and start talking about some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
What about Joe Biden?
Oh, yeah, what about Joe Biden?
You know.
Really makes you think.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Superman has emails that we could look at, maybe.
Yep. Well,
oh,
yeah.
Fuck
they went and got his server from home, first of all. They tried really hard to do what they could have done to Hillary, but they couldn't because she wiped the server clean. Superman should have nuked his server like they did in Benghazi.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. But hey, it's fine to live in this little fantasy world for a little bit where people have to face consequences for their actions.
That's right.
So yeah, Luthor gets arrested. Everyone loves Superman again because he saved the day. They get everybody out of the prison, including Eve and the monkeys. And Superman's like, I can give you an interview, Lois. And they go off to make out. And Perry's like, how long that been going on? And Jimmy's like, I think about 3 months. And that's pretty much the end of the movie.
I was just to say, Jimmy is sentenced to having sex with the hot lady. And he makes a face like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Poor Jimmy.
Poor Jim. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen.
But then there is another scene that's not a post-credit scene, even though it kind of feels like a post-credit scene.
Is that the Rick Flag one?
No, what's the Rick Flag one?
Well, it's just a brief moment where in like the Situation Room, they're watching the Boravia thing. And the Secretary of Defense is like, I'm glad you're not worried about the metahumans, Rick, because it's their world now.
Yeah.
Rick's like, I know Frankenstein. Say that, but whether she says
and his bride.
And all the rest of them, yeah. Dr. Phosphorus. So, maybe next time. But no, I'm talking about the one that takes place in the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cameo.
Oh, right. So Superman is back there. The robots are tending to him. And then there's a big crash. And this robot's like, looks like your cousin's here. And Supergirl walks in.
Wow.
Like, where's my dog? And it turns out Krypto is Supergirl's dog. And he plays with her by slamming her into the ground repeatedly.
Yeah.
And Gary the robot and Superman are like, this is why Krypto's so badly behaved, because Supergirl doesn't train him properly.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, thanks for watching my dog, bitch, and leaves.
Yeah, what's going on here?
It seems like she's kind of like a party girl sort of situation. Superman says she goes to planets with red suns so she can go party and get drunk because the yellow sun makes them so strong they can't get drunk.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like T-Sphere is rolling around. Beep beep beep. Oh, it landed on The Assassination of Supergirl by the coward James Gunn. Now, this one's not as serious, but I do think this is a weird distinction that this movie makes that kind of fucks up the intro to the next movie, which is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, where I think they're just calling it Supergirl now. It doesn't fuck it up, but it like changes it a lot. Because in the Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, she is Supergirl. And she is celebrating her 21st birthday and going to a planet where there's a red sun so she can get drunk for the first time. And like that, a bunch of shit happens on that planet because she is vulnerable. In this, it seems like she's just an alcoholic or something.
Yeah, right.
Who does this constantly. And I feel like that's the idea of like, this just feels like the kind of thing where it's like play her drunk. Why? Because in that first book, she's all drunk. And it's like, yeah, but not because she's really drunk a lot. Just because that one time it is. But I don't know. I didn't hate it. I just feel like it's like, that's not why. But it's what they chose to do.
I feel you.
Like, and it's a good book. It'll be a good movie if they don't mess it up. But also, it's a really nice looking book. And it probably won't look that nice because no movie can look that nice unless it's like Spider-Man or something. So they got to do that. They should be animated instead.
Yeah,
but
they often should.
Too late. They probably aren't gonna. What do you think of Molly Alcock in here?
I mean, it's
TBD.
it's a pretty short little cameo. I'll reserve judgment till I see her movie.
Yeah, same.
I liked her little Supergirl suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the mini skirt. It's back.
She got the skirt. Yeah. And what do we think of his costume, by the way? His outfit.
Don't mind it.
I like it. I like he has the big underwear again.
Yeah. It's good that he has that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good look. It's a good look.
And then what happens?
Then the mid-credit scene, he looks at the Earth from the moon with Crypto, and then in the post-credit scene, he's like, Metropolis isn't like fully even after the rift closed, and Mr. Terrific gets mad, and he's like, oh man, I can be such a jerk sometimes.
Yep.
And that's the end of the movie.
Well,
we
what about
did
the
it.
thing? Well, and then he watches the parents' videos or something, but that's like...
Yeah,
oh, right,
yeah.
in the Fortress of Solitude. Like at the beginning, they're like, do you want the videos of your parents? It soothes him. And like in the beginning, they meant the Krypton parents, but in this, it's a bunch of home movies of Mom and Pa Kent raising him in Kansas. And it's like, aw.
Yeah.
Classic James Gunn. Your parents aren't who birthed you. It's who you made along the way.
Wait, are you telling me James Gunn made a movie about finding out your dad sucks?
Mm-hmm.
Did James Gunn's dad suck?
I mean, I'd have to assume. There's only one way to interpret these movies.
Right?
And if I ever see him, I'm just going to kick him right in the crotch.
No, you give him a big hug. Thank you. We got all these good movies because you were a shit dad.
Oh, that's true. Maybe both. I'll kick him, and then I'll give him a hug. So he still gets the punishment, but also he knows that he did that. So It's like, it's all been worth it.
Good compromise.
Yeah. And that's the end of Superman the movie.
Woo.
That's not what it's called.
Woo.
But yeah. What do we think they're going to do with the next one of these?
Like a
Besides
Superman
put
movie?
Supergirl. Yeah, do you think they're going to make another one?
Oh,
I'm sure,
I think this one's doing really well, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah, but then do you go like... Because they got like a Batman movie to make and like a, Like,
nah, they made one. We got Pattinson. He's Batman now. Don't worry about it.
I wish. They refuse, even though it's the right thing to do at this point. But I guess my question is, do we get another one of these before like a Justice League movie or something?
I assume so.
Because like we got one Iron Man, where we got two Iron Mans of Thor, Captain America, and then an Avengers.
And a Hulk.
And one Hulk, that's right. So like I could see a world where they don't make another Superman movie. But I also think they probably will.
I think they will. I think they can be convinced to learn their lesson from the last time and try to do it a little slower this time.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. You guys excited for the Clayface movie? In 2 movies. I was waiting for the post-credit scene where he shows up. Like,
where the robot voiced by Alan Tudyk is like, oh no, when the nanites punched me, I turned into a mud monster.
Mm-hmm. That would be pretty funny. But yeah, that one comes next. And then there's a Green Lantern show, which I guess Nathan Fillion is probably going to be in a little bit at least.
I don't know.
Seems like, I think he said this week that he's in it and he says fuck a lot.
Nice.
So I was pretty excited about that. And then apparently the rumors are Jimmy Olsen spinoff and Mr. Terrific spinoff shows, potentially.
Oh boy.
Those are the popular
at least they're only
ones.
shows.
Yeah. I like those ones. I think we can do more. I definitely think Jimmy Olsen has a show in him. Like, there's so much shit. Especially because, like, I do think one of the criticisms I saw coming out of this was there really wasn't enough Daily Planet stuff. And especially not enough Clark Kent stuff. Like, you get one scene of Clark Kent, and then it's pretty much done. But I wouldn't mind more of that side of the universe. And then on Mr. Terrific's side, yeah, whatever, he's cool.
I guess I'm just burned out on superhero TV shows after Marvel did such a bad job.
How dare you? Agatha was good. We all liked it. If you watched it, then you'd be like, wow, that was good. But instead, it had, queer women in it, so I get it. You said no. So I want straight Ironheart or nothing, baby, and you got Ironheart instead.
Well, listen, we all know there's another problem with Ironheart.
That's true.
Only 6 episodes.
Mephisto.
That's
true. Should have been longer. Yeah, that's the end of this movie. Do you think this will be the biggest? Where do you think this falls at the end of this year? Like, I think currently it's like maybe the 3rd biggest opening, but like we don't know if it has Minecraft legs, and it also didn't perform incredibly well overseas because they've been burned by enough Superman movies to learn the lesson, I guess. But like,
I can't blame them.
Where do you feel like this ends up in the year?
It's probably like a top 7, right?
I was gonna say 5th, maybe.
I feel like 5th is reasonable.
Okay.
It's tough because it's going up right. Like, we got Fantastic Four in a week or 2. Like,
I can't believe it. Yeah,
they're right next to each other, so that's really tough. But besides that, it's interesting, I guess, to me that looking at what this year is, a Superman movie that most people like. Most of the reviews were pretty positive, starring, I don't know, a bunch of people, none humongous stars, but people that you kind of know with a lot of budget behind it. It's probably going to make less money than Lilo and Stitch reboot and the Minecraft movie. It's just interesting,
Yeah.
Bad things.
Yeah.
But maybe instead we talk about some good things. We talk about some things we want to recommend to the fine people in our classic segment.
I would love that.
Yeah. Do you want to recommend some things to fine people, DJ?
I would love to. It's time for me to do a cardinal sin amongst the podcast here, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to recommend something Nando recommended 2 or 3.
Anyway, adultery's not a cardinal sin. I don't know why I think it is. It's one of the big ones. And is that what the cardinal sins are? Are they the 10 on the commandments?
No, there's 7, right? 7 deadly.
Those were the deadly sins. It's the cardinal sins.
Yeah, we're talking about the 10 commandments here.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know what cardinal sins even means. Oh no, yeah, 7 deadly sins are the cardinal sins. Interesting.
Oh,
hold on. Did Gemini tell you that?
No, Wikipedia, but it says the 7 deadly sins, also known as capital vices or cardinal sins.
Well, one of them is lust, so I feel like adultery is a cardinal sin.
But we're okay with lust on here. Anyway, what they were not okay with is recommending things that other people recommended, but it's fine when I do it. But I watched a little movie on Netflix called K-Pop Demon Hunters, and it's great. It's really good. I know. It's so fun. I will say, so there's a lot of things about this movie you could like. You could like all the different looks that the pop group Huntrix has. You could love the boys. You could love the action. But for me, I'm here for the music. The music's really good. The album is top 3 of the Billboard Top 200, which is just insane. It's the first K-pop album to ever like hit number 1 in Apple Music. There's just like so many insane things about the music from this movie that it's gonna like shatter a bunch of music records. But like it's a good movie. It's a shame that will probably not get one for like 5 years because Sony Animation doesn't have the bandwidth to do like this and Spider-Verse. But they don't
have the bandwidth to do Spider-Verse. It's a miracle they got this done.
Well, it took them forever to make this, right? Like this is like a little side whatever.
I mean, yeah, and this is one of those Netflix movies where like none of it counts. Who knows?
I know.
It's hard to say.
It feels successful. I could be in my weeb bubble, but just seems like there's a lot to do with this movie, or at least people watching it are enjoying it. But yeah, it's good. It's like it's a kids movie, but it's an adult movie. Like Spider-Man, and it's very fun. It's very cute. So yeah, Diggins, you should watch it. Also, it's basically a tight 90. Maybe it's like almost.
I think it's super short.
It's a tight 90.
Might be too short for me then. Yeah.
That's true.
But
I think it's breaking through. I feel like it's definitely other people that have talked to me that I've yelled at about this, and they've been like, I watched it, was good. Or I heard people talking about it. Apparently a lot of kids like it. Like it is
that makes sense.
Kind of doing what Frozen did. Yeah. So we're all going to be real tired of it soon. So get it in while you can. Before we all just want it to end.
I don't know what Let It Go is in this movie. Is it Golden? Like,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, Golden's a good song. So, you know.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't love it, right? Like, okay, so all right, if I do my rankings,
Right,
I'd
rank
say
the songs. Here we go.
Your Idol.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song? Like the one that they do. That's the intro.
It's like Get It Done or something like that.
Get It Done or whatever. Yeah, that. Then Takedown.
Oh, okay.
I like Takedown a lot. And then maybe Golden, and then Free, which is the duet that the two of them sing, and then This Is What It Sounds Like.
And what about Soda Pop?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was like, my God, you're burying Soda Pop this far down under the whole thing.
Somewhere between like Golden and Takedown. Maybe Soda Pop, then Takedown.
Yeah, I more or less agree with you there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think there's a world where this could be a Broadway show if Broadway didn't try to make that show called K-pop that bombed really bad.
Yeah.
I don't think they could do it anymore.
They missed the mark. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's a window that closed, but it would have been fun.
Yeah. But that's what I got. Diggins, what would you like to recommend to the fine folks?
I have two very different recs. The first one, well, kind of a rec. I saw Elio, and it's fine.
Oh.
Just fine? We're just doing fine?
It's just fine.
All right.
I went with my niece and nephew. So they had a good time, but it's not like a bad movie. It's perfectly fine. Story about kid who wants to get kidnapped by aliens because his parents died and he feels sad and alone, and he's like, aliens will want me. And then he sort of ends up befriending this one alien who's part of a warlike race. Blah, 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 blah. Things happen. It's sort of like a reverse Lilo and Stitch, where the human ends up in the alien world instead of the other way around.
Okay.
There's nothing that wrong with it. It's just kind of sauceless, as the kids say. There's nothing about.
I was gonna say, did this one get rewritten or
Yeah,
or
so
like
things
that?
have come out where they were like, it was originally like way different, and they completely changed it to be a lot more like generic, essentially.
Right, it was kind of gay, right, or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's some gayness that got taken out because of heroism from Disney, apparently, or whatever. Whatever you
Well,
want to call it.
apparently, it's more Pixar executives were scared Disney would want them to not be gay, so they they forced them to ungay it, and Disney never actually said anything.
Best possible option.
Yeah, so I would be more interested in seeing that original version, but I don't know, if you got kids and you want to take them to a movie and Elio is the only kids movie playing, you'll have a decent time. It's fine. And then my other completely different rec, which is a much stronger rec, is I read a book recently, a book that just came out, like I think a month or two ago. It's a biography of Charles Sumner, the American senator. You may know him from an incident you learned about in history class where he was beaten nearly to death with a cane on the floor of the Senate because he gave a speech about how much slavery sucks.
Mm-hmm. What's the book called?
The book is called Charles Sumner, Conscience of a Nation by Zakir Tamiz. So it's like a big biography of covering Sumner's whole life. Besides being beaten with a cane, he was a very vocal anti-slavery advocate and senator. He entered the Senate like 10 years before the Civil War, and then during the Civil War and Reconstruction, He was a voice like pushing Lincoln for emancipation and then pushing for radical reconstruction, where they like guaranteed integration and civil rights for Black people. Basically, a lot of things that we look back on now and was like, well, damn, guy was right about nearly everything. But at the time, a lot of people hated him
about it.
That was the historical opinion for like 100 years after his death, Nando.
Why couldn't he be abundant instead? That was. Is there an option for that?
And in fact, there's parts in the book where like people in the Republican Party are like, Sumner, do you have to talk about how much slavery sucks all the time?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I do.
I don't know.
There's a lot of things in that book, actually, especially in the like 10-year period before the Civil War when he's in the Senate, where I'm like, a lot of things pretty relevant today. Don't know how I feel about this. But it's a really good biography. I found it a compelling read, and also I feel like Charles Sumner's life is very instructive in modern times and was in dire need of historical reevaluation. As I said, there was a long period where the historical opinion was too divisive. I mean, yeah, he was right, but he was annoying about it. So I like that this is a more sympathetic biography. But yeah, those are my two recs. What about you, Nando?
That's cool. I'm watching two shows. I started watching Queer Love on the not Love on Spectrum. What the fuck's this one called? What's the one, DJ? Ultimatum. That's right. Ultimatum Queer Love. I'm into it. I'm only 2 episodes in, so I'm fully made up. Not like made up my mind, but I'm not ready to recommend it yet. There's some people in it that are like weird though. And like I feel like I just got a point where one of the other characters is like, this guy's weird though, right? And the other one's like, yeah, they are weird. I'm interested to see how that plays out. But yeah, that's just fine. I'll say my big rec this week, and I've already wrecked like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I finished it. The first season ended. I think it ended at least. When 10 episodes happens, and then there's like kind of an ending. I guess that's the end. But I watched the first season of Murderbot, and I think it's pretty good. I originally wasn't super sold on this show. I wasn't quite sure what it was going for. I think it's funny, and I think it does some things that are interesting, but I think it takes a while for you to get sold on the guys, first of all, like the human crew, and then sold on Murderbot. And then, but yeah, I think the first season's quite tight. It's funny enough. And I like him a lot. I like whichever one he is, Alexander Skarsgård or whatever. He's just such a weird guy, Like, I feel like he... Like
the Crow?
No, that's the brother. I'm thinking of the taller one, the Norseman or whatever that one was called.
Bill Skarsgård?
That's Alexander Skarsgård, right? Yes, Murderbot is Alexander. Bill is the stupid one, not stupid one, but the Crow, and Pennywise, I guess is probably what most people know him from. But yeah, Bill's in the Northman. Right. He was in like the last season of Succession, maybe the last 2 seasons. He shows up in a lot of stuff, but I don't know. He just has a really strange vibe I can't quite pin down. And obviously, very importantly, he was in Zoolander. He is Mikas, the one of the male models. So. Yeah, and he produced this, I believe. So I'm glad it worked out. I think it's a good show. If they get a second season, it seems more or less like doable. I know there's lots of books, but it's also kind of expensive, probably, because it's like a future-y show. But yeah, I think most people... Excuse me. I think most people would enjoy this, even if you're not a huge, sci-fi fan or something. Yeah, I think it was fun. What are we doing next week, fellas?
What are we doing next week?
Good question.
Jurassic World?
That could be.
Yeah, I guess. There's nothing else.
We also have Fundraiser coming up. Not that those things will overlap, but just that is something in the future as well.
On July 18th, at a time, probably.
Yeah, sometime in like the late afternoon. One assumes.
We are going to be doing a fundraiser for a charity.
Yeah.
Wow. We really planned this out so good, you guys.
We are great. We are great.
That's great. It's going to be fun. You show up, we'll have something.
I'm sure we'll have a charity figured out and set up, and you give money and.
Well, we usually just do it automatically through YouTube anyway.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. It'll all be figured out.
That's right.
You don't even have to worry.
Yeah, we'll see what YouTube lets us do. That's the real question. Which charities automatically go through YouTube and which ones make it difficult?
Yeah, that way you don't have to worry. Your money never touches our grubby little hands. Mm-hmm. It goes straight from you to the charity. We're just giving you the opportunity to donate.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Do we want to tell them what we're going to be watching?
Should we reveal that? We can reveal it. Are we all on the same page about which one it is?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm on board.
Okay. We'll definitely do at least one, but maybe two because they're insanely short of the Super Baby Genius or just Baby Geniuses movie.
Mm-hmm. Baby Geniuses and then the Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2, maybe.
That's right. Yeah, apparently there is also a third, but those are the two that I care about. I'm not sure. I feel like this is one of those things that, like, sure, they can make 50 of them, but with the Airbuds, but like the ones that matter are the originals. Gotcha. Although Baby Geniuses and the Mystery of the Crown Jewels is a pretty compelling title, which also has John Voight in it.
I think he's in a lot of them.
Yeah, he seems like he's the main guy. We'll see. Definitely the first two, though. And it'll be on the YouTube channel, so you can watch it there. And, yeah. Do we have anything to plug, DJ, besides that, of course?
Check out Roses and Rejections on the Pop Break Network, where we're going to be doing the Love Island finale, and then Ultimatum, and then some Bachelor in Paradise. So check all that out on the Pop Break Network, wherever you get your podcasts. Diggins.
Nope. What about you, Nando?
Okay, so I'm on the only podcast about movies, which is, like we said, different podcasts in a different dimension where we talk about Superman. And then as far as videos, I'm putting out I've got a longer kind of Superman nitpick, just going through some of the stuff like the engineer and some of these other characters that I think they did interestingly, and ones that I think they did good. But we'll that'll be on my Nando Cut channel, and then on the Nando V Movies channel. Another video soon. Who knows? For Fantastic Four, probably. That'd be good. I am so tired. All right. Until then, I've been at Nando V Movies on Twitter.
I've had Sippy by Day on all the things.
And I'm at C. Diggins exclusively on Bluesky.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye. We love you.